Going live right now! Hello, everybody! I have failed my responsibilities as a game master because Gup specifically asked me to let him know when we were almost live, and I did not do that. So my apologies. That is why Gup is not currently in frame. Hello, dear friends. We got Nurse Wiggles, Monkey Man. We've got Holdren. What's up, buddy? How you doing? True Potato Man as well. It's been a minute since we've seen one of the Spuds in here. I have not tested this yet. Tonight is going to be the test. So far, I have no dropped frames. I meant to test this, but for the last 2 weeks. We are currently streaming at 6,000 kilobits per second. We normally stream at 2,500 kilobits per second. That should mean a much higher quality stream for our recordings and for our clips. But I'm hoping it does not mean reduced performance. So if you notice any hiccups, any stuttering, any buffering, any dropped frames, please let us know. I have not had a chance to thoroughly test this yet. So if you notice any of that, that's why we're doing it. You had to work late today, but you got home and Gup asked what you wanted and made you dinner, and now you're just feasting and chilling. That is phenomenal. I too would love to feast and chill. Gup, why are you in my face?
I'm looking into your soul for disappointment.
Why? Because I didn't warn you?
Wait.
Yes.
I know.
You did hear me apologize though, and take. Yes. Okay.
Gup, can we go back a second? I'd like it a little closer.
Just a little. Yeah, actually, a little closer. If you could.
Gup, can I get it a little closer?
A little closer.
That's actually a difficult task.
Oh, there we go. It's like a dolly zoom.
Yeah. There we go.
Nice. Ash, it looks like you have some new toys there.
I have Skidum in my hand.
Yeah.
But he doesn't have enough nipples, and I don't think Hannah would allow this into her house if I put 1 million nipples on it, because this is a gift to Gup. This little guy.
Just a little guy.
Just a little guy.
We could have snuck it in if we said it was polka dotted and then just very one shade pinker than the polka dots.
Yeah.
Yeah. Damn it. Now we have to do that next time though, for sure. Just
Not
claim it's polka dotted.
All over it.
Well, then why would you even mention that and get our hopes
up? Were you asking? And then the other things I had, let me just put them all in my hand.
Yeah, do all the things.
I have snails, and they have little pumpkins.
Oh my god!
And a big snail, and a medium, and a baby snail, and these are little keychains, and I painted them. So.
Oh, Ash, can I talk about the gift you got Kinsey?
Yeah.
Yeah, Ash made Kinsey some badass rainbow tiefling horns.
I did.
And she got them not too long ago, and they look incredible.
And she got a mouse tea set, too, because I was like, this is Kinsey.
Uh-huh. Free mouse tea set.
Yeah.
Ash, creating the things you didn't need and didn't know you wanted.
Right. Male mice do not have nipples. Well, thank you, Hannah. I think you're lying.
Thanks for that clarification.
Now
Gup does need to make us all burgers. I agree, Holdren. And I'm glad that you're PT and other T, physical trainer and...
Why do I have nipples?
What's the OT?
Male mice do not have nipples.
I can hear you again.
Oh, you can hear us. I didn't realize you couldn't hear us.
I did. Yeah, I unplugged something that wasn't supposed to be unplugged.
Gotcha.
Your character should not have nipples, Gup.
Pardon moi?
Male mice do not have nipples.
But he's not a mouse. He's a mouse.
They refer to themselves as post mice. Thank you very much.
They are born without nipples.
Most people think the it's like a mouse and half human is like what mouse folk are, but it's not. They're actually just stand-up mice with a bunch of human nipples.
Do mouse folk have nipples?
100% mouse.
Yeah. Well, they do, because the females would have nipples in this, in the fantasy logic, right?
Totally real scenario.
No, we need to figure this out. We need an answer right now.
So I'm trying to
May
get.
have a maximum of 2 nipples, according to Hannah. Nurse Wiggles, are you excited that we're coming to your house?
I hope so.
She's gonna be like, yes and no.
There we go. Man, I really hope Monument Studio gets a desktop application added sooner than later because, boy, is it a challenge sometimes getting this set up. Because OBS never wants to remember the edge window that I've selected for music, but let me know if the music is too loud as well, as always. Have we delayed long enough? Have we got all the various sort of tits and tats out of the way?
You say tits.
And tats.
You said the wrong thing.
And tats. He tats just as much as he tits.
This
I do.
is
Well, I don't know about that anymore. I have 2 tattoos but 0 tits, so it's my ratio is a little out.
What happened?
I mean, I guess I do have nipples, but in the
I have nipples, Greg.
Yeah, can you milk me? Am I slow? Am I like
mentally? Yes.
Yeah, no, like
Nolan.
am I blurry? My frame rate looks slow. I'm not super worried about it right now, but I feel like I'm moving in slow motion. Does anybody else see that?
No.
I don't feel like there's normally that much motion blur on me.
You're just living
Anyway.
in cinematic mode.
I'm living
okay.
in cinematic
That's
mode.
right.
Well, that's a problem
You're
for
in
next week.
8K while we're in 4K.
Clearly. Only mildly. Okay, I'll try to keep the motion to a minimum.
Don't move.
I do have some news today, though, before we get started. Have you
One of us is getting fired.
Yeah, one of us is getting fired, and the winner of tonight's episode will have immunity from the Playotic firing trials. So, keep that in mind. Follow me on my little shitty metaphor here of if we all like buying dice and dice accessories and getting 10% off of those accessories by using code Playotic10 at MistyMountainGaming.com. And I think everybody enjoys having a lifetime warranty on said purchases, as well as a natural 20 guarantee personally guaranteed by Rob from Misty Mountain Gaming, which I could see that some of us have those dice right there. Let's say that we're gonna bundle all of that up, right? And we're gonna say that's chocolate. So just go with me, okay? And I think we all like
chocolate.
charitable causes. We have raised over $5,000 for Extra Life this year. We have an Extra Life stream coming up this weekend where we're going to be playing in person. A whole bunch of fun stuff happening there. I think we can all agree that charitable causes are noble and good, and we like when we spend money that money contributes to charitable causes, right? So if we wrap all of that packaging up and call that peanut butter, tonight I'm excited to announce the chocolate meeting the peanut butter in a metaphorical Reese's cup type situation.
And I
Now-
do love me some Reese's cups.
I don't know if you all can see the profile here of my dice tower, which, if you didn't know, is a gumball machine that holds D20s. I'd like for you to notice what's in the dice tower. Can you all see that? Can you see what's in this dice
It
tower?
looks like a light bulb, but
Oh,
a
I think it's the
little blurry.
It's tower. It's Nakatomi Tower.
Nakatomi Tower. Yeah. From what famous movie franchise?
Well, the Die Hard series, but of course, Nolan.
Aladdin.
Yes. Well,
Shit.
so you might say that this
50-50
is
chance.
a Die Hard dice tower.
Yeah.
As in Die Hard dice, perhaps? As
I
in,
guess.
perhaps you can now use code Playotic10 to get 10% off of dice storage, trays, and Magic the Gathering accessories at dieharddice.com.
Woo!
And did you know
Oh, a secret. I did not.
that Die Hard Dice has a series of dice called their re-rolls, which is where they take the injection molding sprues for their acrylic dice and melt them back down into dice so that it's not wasted, it's recycled and repurposed, and that a portion of sales of reroll dice go to a different charity every quarter, and that they currently donate a portion of sales to Magic Kids, which is, I think, an after-school program that teaches kids to play Magic the Gathering and keeps them from getting into ne'er-do-well type stuff. And they have all sorts of charitable causes and send dice to D&D clubs at high schools.
That is an incredible charity. They're using the power of losing social clout through Magic the Gathering to keep you out of the drug space.
Yes. So, all that to say is that Misty Mountain Gaming isn't going anywhere. We still love and adore Misty Mountain Gaming. But if you want those same lifetime guarantees, but when you buy those dice, you know that your money is also going towards a noble cause. You can feel safe in that purchasing at dieharddice.com will fulfill that peanut butter requirement of your chocolate purchase. Was that confusing enough?
Super, but I loved it.
Excellent. So yeah, code Playotic10, MistyMountainGaming.com or dieharddice.com. You now have the choice. And what isn't better than having choices? So welcome into the family Die Hard Dice, and welcome officially to the Die Hard Dice Tower.
Well, I guess I gotta go get myself a Die Hard Dice set right now.
That's sick. I love it. Yay, I can spend more money. Right?
Yeah.
Spend more money.
Now I just have to figure out how to
That's
better
favorite
implement the Dice Tower into our shenanigans. I think what I'm going to do is because right now, as Nyx kindly points that direction, as Nyx kindly points out occasionally, if you cheer various amounts of bits, certain things happen. If you can cheer 100 or 200 bits, and you can add 2d10 to anybody's roll, 100 bits for the players, 200 bits for the GM. 300 and 400 bits will add 2d12 to anybody's roll. 300 is for the players, 400 goes to me, and then 500 and 600 bits adds 2d20 to any roll. 500 for the players, 600 to me. I think what I might do is say if anybody does the 500-bit redemption to add the 2d20 to one of the players' rolls, I'm going to make it come out of the gumball machine. Because right now Nyx will do the math in chat, but I think I'm going to say that the 2d20 has to come out of the machine. But we'll figure it out. We'll find a way to better. I told Ash this the other day. My original idea that I think everybody would have hated. Never mind the fact that only one person has gone unconscious like this entire year. But if somebody were to go unconscious, I wouldn't make them do death saves or the Pathfinder equivalents. I would just roll 2d20 out of the machine, and if it's above 10 you live, if it's below 10 you die, and that would be the Die Hard Dice Tower.
I said I don't like that.
It is a 77% chance of living. If you do 2d20, the chances of rolling below a 10 is like 22%. So it's like a quarter of a yeah. It's not nothing, but it's not 50-50 either.
That's
I will say, one of the things I feel like we've missed as an opportunity for the Unprepared is for all of the players to be as expendable as possible. Like, we could really be a revolving door by just murdering one of us every week.
We have only had one death in the history of the Unprepared, and it could have been avoided, but the player of that character insisted on honoring the death of the falling anvil. Yes, Nurse Wiggles,
yes,
for those that don't
what?
know, bits are they are a sort of a tipping system built into Twitch. As you saw, Monkey Man donated there, or I should say cheer. I need to use the correct terminology, otherwise the Twitch TOS police will come after me. Monkey Man cheered 10 bits. And so you buy them with real money. As a result, you do pay sales tax on them. So they're a little bit more expensive than subscriptions in that regard. However, the entirety of whatever you cheer goes to the streamer that you cheer them to. So if you cheer 500 bits to, whoever streamer you cheer them to, they get the entirety of that amount, where subscriptions, you only get a percentage of it. So they're a little bit better for the streamers in terms of revenue.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Monkey Man, I can't say that because that's against TOS, but thank you for clarifying that. It is, I guess I could say, to purchase bits, it's 1 cent per bit plus sales tax. But I think Twitch really doesn't like it when you equate bits to real money. So that's as far as I will go there. It's in their TOS, they say you cannot like conflate bits with money. Like I couldn't say, donate $5 or 500 bits. They really don't like that.
Huh. That seems weird. But okay. And don't forget, for only 1 bit this week, you can get Valgor to say anything you want, as long as the front part of it says, "Whoa there."
Whoa there?
Yeah.
1 bit, and the message must start with "Whoa there"
That's it. That's
for
all
a
you
Valgor cameo. Did y'all see the sub prices going up? Yes, actually, fun fact. So the it is on mobile only, and they quote-unquote attempt to offset the market price costs of purchasing through Google Play and the Apple Store. However, if you are on mobile, you can go to twitch.tv/subs/Playotic on your mobile browser and subscribe or resubscribe without paying that additional fee. It's only if you subscribe, gift, sub, or resubscribe through the Twitch mobile app that you have to pay the increased cost. So keep that in mind.
They're just mad about Google and Apple Play taking their...
that was their justification for increasing it to $7, I think, for tier 1 subs on mobile, was because they were trying to offset the marketplace cost of, Google and Apple taking a percentage of those sales. So, but you can avoid that whole thing by just going to the website on a mobile browser or just going on a computer. But I know not everybody has that ability. But if you have the mobile app, you probably have a mobile browser. Yeah, we get 50% of a sub. Regardless of tier. I think that covers all the news and announcement segments of tonight's portion of the Unprepared. We've been streaming for like 30 minutes. We haven't even talked about Pathfinder yet. Let's do that, shall we?
Yeah.
I'm gonna try something a little bit different tonight because
very cute, Ash. Very cute.
There's a lot of backstory to these one-shots that I think would really help you all be a little less murder hobo-y.
Oh, yeah?
And the assumption with a lot of these is that I would read these and then seed this information to you through your interactions with the NPCs. However, I don't want to do that, or I don't have the time to memorize it all because this is the Unprepared, so I don't read this beforehand. So what I'm going to do is, starting today, we're going to see how it goes. I'm going to read you the little backstory section of the adventure as a sort of epilogue, or is it prologue? Prologue. To get us in the mood before we drop back into the Placid Plastic Pub where you all will be hanging out. Hopefully, there won't be any spoilers in this block of text, but if you can all buckle up a little bit and enjoy some story time.
Okay.
I'm going to turn the music up just a smidge to help with my anxiety while I read to all of y'all.
Nolan's that kid in class that sucked at reading.
Yeah.
Is that true?
I'm very good at reading, but I have anxiety, so I would panic over potentially mispronouncing words and whatnot.
Well, Ash, thank you for pointing it out to him.
Yeah.
That's what I'm here for.
You can do this, Nolan. I believe in you.
I don't think you can.
Thank you. Galt has been trapped in a cycle of or something. Actually, I'm going to do the where and then the background. This adventure takes place in Isarn, the capital of Galt, a nation that has faced decades of revolution and turmoil. Galt has been trapped in this cycle of revolution and tumult for decades, and each revolution has seen the rise and fall of dozens of government officials. Hey, Thanks for that subscription, Leo. Ooh. I do need to turn down the music a little bit because it's starting to get distracting. Okay, that should be better. Enraptured by their newfound social status, many members in each generation of government throw lavish parties in the abandoned homes of departed nobles. Before the revolutions, these salons traditionally served to spur the exchange of ideas and the appreciation of art. Now, they're a tool to stroke the egos and promote the agendas of Galt's latest socialites, with artists and philosophers serving as mere pawns in the ever-shifting circles of influence. As Renia Vavil, that'll be on the test, a lawful neutral female human bureaucrat, is a wealthy, influential bureaucrat in Izarn, Galt's capital, who fancies herself as an art critic. She has been throwing a series of parties in an abandoned manor turned asylum turned art gallery. Artists, bureaucrats, and rising citizens come from all corners of Galt to attend. She prides herself on her artistic eye, but she's largely putting on a show, using her charisma and influence to manipulate herself into greater wealth and power. She doles out praise and harsh criticism as favors, creating and ruining careers with a few careful words. It's a well-known secret that Renia Vavil has terrible taste in art, but no one would dare tell her so. Trinsky Hattenpock, a halfling sculptor, is a reclusive artist who has weathered the storm of Galtan politics for several decades. He recently provoked the ire of a rival, Baltrum Krunote, when he publicly criticized Baltrum's latest work. Baltrum orchestrated an elaborate ruse to frame Trinsky, oh my god, it's supposed to be like Banksy, Trinsky for creating a forgery and planted evidence for Renia to find. Renia took the bait, decreeing that Trinsky was a fraud and by extension, casting him into disgrace and poverty. Trinsky hasn't ventured out in public for weeks. Trinsky's young relative, Chance Hattenpock, desperately wishes to attend this evening's salon at Renia Vavil's gallery. They want to learn which of Trinsky's rival is responsible for framing and revealing their deception. However, they are forbidden from attending, so they call on outside help to make the rounds, as the party, hopefully, learns the truth.
What was the cousin's name?
The cousin, that's the one that's trying to clear Baltrum's name, or Trinsky's name, sorry. So Chance is the cousin of Trinsky. They are both the Hattenpocks. Trinsky was an artist who was allegedly framed.
Wiggles. Look at you! Now you're playing with our sort of material.
Trance Havercock. He was framed by Baltrum, allegedly. And Chance is trying to clear Trinsky's name. And Renia is the one who prides herself on having an artistic eye, but everybody thinks she can't tell a painting from a pile of shit, but nobody would dare say so.
Okay. I would like to make sure I have this correct.
Nolan, this might be helpful for you. Galt in Pathfinder lore is essentially a France and constant French Revolution. One of the... Well, this might come up because it almost always happens in anything that's featured in Galt. Well, we'll see if the history checks pan out. But there's a couple cool, interesting factions inside of it. But essentially, that is Galt in its essence. It started off as a place of like art and beauty and spectacle, but like high aristocracy. It went into revolution, and it's been in revolution for like decades now.
Gotcha. That is good to know. Thank you for that added context.
Eat the rich!
Yeah.
Damn it, fucking the music thing crashed again. This is new. It definitely didn't used to do this. I'm so thrilled by this that it's continuing to be an issue.
We have. Oh no.
What?
That did it. Oh no, I just broke my mouse. I dropped it.
Oh
That's a
no!
shame.
Oh no.
Maybe
Is your
not.
trackpad still not working?
Wait, I got it. You can't put a AAA battery in a AA battery spot. It doesn't fit.
Yeah, you're right. You are correct.
Hey.
You are right.
You know,
Anyway.
when he's right, he's right.
So what I've got is Rainia, the baby cow, has an eye for art and holds art shows, but she is a sodomite, maybe, and some ball trimmer framed a Twinkie, and the Twinkie's cousin Shit Pants can't attend, and they want to find out what happened. Does that
You know
sound
what?
right?
That's about the long and short of it, Skittle.
Yeah.
This is
Okay.
we've now cut
So,
to in
to be
fiction
clear,
and-
you haven't got the bounty yet. This is just kind of like some metagame backstory that you can
Sure.
use in your brain hole when you do get the bounty.
Okay.
Got it. Yeah.
Sweet. Rena the Veal. It's a weird name.
Vivir.
Why do you name yourself a baby cow?
The veal.
Vivil?
Veal? Yeah,
No, that's-
V-E-A-L. Is that what?
But that's not.
V-A-V-I-L-E.
That's deer.
Vile.
Veal is deer.
That's venison.
It's
no.
venison. Yeah, veal
It's
is.
venison.
That's a baby cow.
Yes, a veal is a baby cow.
I thought that was a calf.
No.
Well, it is a calf, but I think it's called veal when you eat it.
When
Veal
it's
is the meat of calves.
did you Google that?
I did. I learned something today.
You sound like you need to be giving a Buick commercial monologue right now.
I did. I learned something today.
Can you
In
say
the
that's what
Lincoln.
I like about them high school girls?
No, I don't think I will.
I keep getting older and they stay the same. Can you say that's what you like about them worms?
That's veal right there. The meat of calves.
That made me
The
happy.
meat of calves.
Yeah, I got her. I got her good.
What are we doing?
I don't know yet. I'm waiting to find out.
Yeah, Skid'em. Here is Randy Jr. All right, I want you to aim down at them bottles I set up down there. I got Voss standing on the other side, and she'll catch the bullets if you done go astray, so they don't hit no one. But
Wait, are you teaching me to shoot?
that's right, Skid'em.
Oh, I got something just for this.
Okay. Okay.
Oh no, what is he doing?
I don't know. He could be anything. In fact, every moment we stand, I look at him. It's a sort of super object that is both doing everything and nothing at the same time until I realize.
Like a large John Collider.
Yeah, until Gup comes back and he informs me of what he's actually doing. Okay.
All right, I like to shoot. I'm coming back. I keep falling around. I'm all over the place. I'm a slippery mouse today.
Yeah, I can see that.
I slept in a lot of butter.
No.
Yeah, that butter's gonna make it hard to hold the gun, so try not to drop it.
It's all right. Let me. I'll spit on my hands and wipe them off.
Okay.
Oh.
Now, Voss,
Look at
make
Bubba.
sure you don't get shot by the gun.
You know, I'm going to
Just stand right there, all right?
Yep.
Hopefully I don't know physics that well, so hopefully you hear it before it hits you.
I also don't understand physics very well, but
And here we are.
yeah. Are we doing this inside?
Definitely. And Valcor, you do have a cameo.
Oh.
I just reposted it there.
Oh, excuse me. Thank you very much.
I'm loading up.
Got it. Whoa there! That's what I like about them worms. Or variation. Whoa there.
That's what I like about them worms.
Say it like you are really distraught.
Whoa there. That's what I like about them worms.
That 10 bits did also put us over the playoff surge threshold. Just so you know.
Cool.
I'm gonna go ahead and get that.
Thank you, Monkey
going
Man.
real quick. Although I do notice that the layout didn't update, but you know what?
Is there no music that goes along with the rolling of the dice?
Did you not hear it?
I did not. Oh, I don't have the music for this Twitch, I guess. So
It should be in our video chat. There's the SFX person. As long as the volume is turned up on that person.
No, I'm not hearing anything come from them.
Damn it. Okay.
I also am not. Sorry.
I hear it.
You heard it?
Yeah, I hear it.
Okay. Interesting.
I very lightly hear it, but not very much.
I have since got a new audio interface. It's going on like 3 weeks now, but it's possible that it's not configured correctly.
Bonelessness. What's all that about?
Well, I think Skidum's had this one happen to him before. Your skeleton... Houdini had this happen to him. So as you all are sitting there, you see out of Skidum's mouth, his skeleton sort of emerges from his mouth.
Oh, no.
And Skidum's body collapses into a limp pile on the ground. Skidum is not harmed by the bonelessness, but he does automatically fail strength and dexterity saves and ability checks. And in addition, your speed is limited to 5 feet, and your body also has the prone condition.
Wait, I need a pen. You
Val,
said
I want this
5?
to happen if Gup, if you'll allow me. As your bones spill out your mouth and you flop into a pile of meat on the ground, my gun falls down by your side, and Valgor just stands there and looks at you in silence for a moment before he goes, "Now I can see you're nervous. Don't be. Business end is that side. Keep it pointed away. You should be fine."
What do you mean? Why am I nervous?
Well, I've heard about your knees turn into jelly before, but picks up your knee bone, throws it.
So is my conscious in my body or my blob? I can't remember.
So the way
I'm
that
in
this
the blob.
works, without just reading all of the dumb mechanics of it, your Skidum's body and your consciousness is in the blob. The blob can move 5 feet, has the prone condition, and automatically fails strength and dex saves and abilities. Your body can also fit through any space at least 5 inches wide. Your skeleton, you can control...
Oh, hell, get him.
Hell yeah.
Oh, shit, boss. Boss, are you okay?
I'm fine.
No!
Did you get that?
Genuinely did not click that.
No,
I can
I'm
control my
fine.
skeleton.
Did you see where that bullet went? I mean, that boom boom went.
It went into Linda.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Oh my god! I'm
so
bleeding.
sorry,
Oh
Linda.
my god! I need some risky surgery.
Wait,
Come
what's
here,
happening?
open your mouth.
Did I
Open your mouth.
my skeleton shoot Linda?
Open your mouth.
There's a lot happening right now.
Get him! I need someone who can fit through a 5-inch wide gap to get in there and get the bullet out of Linda.
I'm gonna slowly glop. And
Yeah, one of you can pick Skidum up and bring him over if you want. Otherwise, it's going to be like
we're
the
gonna
spleen from
stand there
Angry
and wait for him
Beavers.
to crawl 5 feet a turn.
I don't think I will. Get
him!
Disgusting.
I really wish she wasn't 105 feet away. This is the longest placeholder, Blub.
What's up, Kaylee?
I'm not walking like I normally do.
Is he aware he doesn't have bones?
Why am I under a table?
What? Could we just shove his bones back into his goo?
Okay, you're here.
Can I wear him like a cape?
You are very tall.
Oh, here, I'll bring her down to you.
Wait, why can I? What is what? Wait, what?
I need you to crawl into Linda to get the bullet out. Now, stop talking. She's
What
dying.
happened to my bones? What happened to my bones?
I don't got.
Can I go get his bones?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go into Linda's hole.
Oh no.
All right. So Skidum's flaccid skin is entering Linda's hole, and
Like that.
and Voss is going to get Skidum's bones, which are separate from the skin now. Hey! Oh my God! 56 months from Arts in Motion. Holy shit! Thank you so much, buddy. You've been here since like the absolute beginning, and I appreciate that. Also, I think he now has a founder badge. I don't know if that's always been that way, but so Skidum's bones are a skeleton. They're not just a pile. It is an animate skeleton standing there with a sword.
Yeah.
So Skidum, you can control your skeleton if you want to be cooperative or not.
Nice.
Hey, Boner, come here.
And it comes on over with the sound of a xylophone.
Yes, that's what he is.
Now,
I'm gonna try to
Linda,
get in
stop
Linda's bullet hole.
screaming. All right, we're
And
getting
take
the
that.
bullet out right now.
I know
okay.
that I'm hairy, and it probably tickles.
Yeah. Here, I will. Excuse, Linda. Would you like me to administer anesthetic?
Oh wait, I can get rid of all my hair, so I can just like squeeze all my hair in and be skin.
Nope.
Just skin.
Oh God,
Yes, like-
hair is gushing out of Linda's hole. Hey, Linda, I'm gonna administer anesthetics. You don't have to watch this, okay?
Please.
Okay, like this.
Can I try to like puppeteer Linda in any way, or is that just going too far?
As your skeleton or as your skin?
As my skin.
Holy shit! There's a
inside of
skeleton.
Malgo, no! It's Skidum!
What? I can't hear you because I'm trying to kill a rat skeleton trying to kill Linda after we shot. I took another shot.
Are you shooting at Skidum?
I'm shooting at Skidum's bones.
skeleton.
Yeah.
Make an attack roll.
When you hit his, yeah, please do.
Because there's more to that effect that I hadn't finished reading.
I rolled like shit, so maybe I actually didn't hit him. I got a 2 on the dice. Yeah, I think it's gonna be like an 11 total.
11 total to hit. Let me see. I actually don't know what I've listed the AC as the skeleton as.
I think for like a -1 skeleton, AC is still like 14 at least.
You know, I
Is that
actually
what you got? A -1?
I didn't put skeleton's AC in there, so let me look it up real quick. Unless somebody can beat me to it.
Ooh, I got you.
Why don't you ask the Pathfinder nerd? He's right there.
Hey, I don't like it when you refer to me as such a horrible name.
Why does it list everything but AC? Hit point, size, speed, attribute bonuses, attribute flaws.
Yeah.
What you talking about? You talking about a skeleton guard?
Just a skelly, just a regular old skelly.
The normal skeleton is skeleton guard. It's the level -1
Oh, okay.
creature. It's got an AC of 16.
Okay, so then yeah, that's gonna miss.
Yeah.
Right. Then Skidum's bones are just like gonna not even pay attention or register that he was shot.
Yeah, the bullet just like goes right through the void between 2 rib cages.
Oh, I did hit the skeleton.
It's-
Oh shit! Belinda! Oh god! Oh. Skidum, we got a patient number 2 whenever you're done in there, okay?
That's bones. You can do it.
And I'm gonna have my bones go over and try and get in Belinda.
Ah shit, that skeleton's coming back again!
I am
Roll
just
for an attack.
enjoying my life here at the placeholder pub.
Also,
I
you got
believe
a
that's a
cameo.
27, so that's probably a critical hit for the bones at this point.
Yes. Do your cameo and I'll resolve that.
Oh, I have another cameo? You got
You
it.
do.
Skidum has something in his head. When you
Whoa
hit
there.
him.
I got a joke for you. What is a skeleton's favorite snack?
What?
It's a knuckle sandwich. I filled it in for you, Monkey Man. I don't know if that's a real answer, but I am an artiste, so.
I am an artist.
I almost thought you were going to say veal.
Veal.
A calf.
Meat of the calf.
I'm a simple woman. I laugh.
All right, I guess we run around and I shoot waitresses and get them clad in the holes for a little while until something stops us.
So I was fixing so when you hit the when you hit the skeleton, damn it, there goes the music again. When you hit the skeleton, its bones, the Skidum's bones specifically, fall into a pile on the ground before sort of aligning in a line like marching ants as they start moving towards Skidum's body, who is currently inside of Linda.
Oh no!
Oh, yes.
Skidum, get out of Linda right now! Get out
When
of
you
Linda now!
when you shoot Skidum and his bones and and his bones all fall apart, they all make noises. They're very hollow. Skidum's bones are. So it makes
that noise suppression, didn't hear a single sound of that.
Nope.
turning that off. You got it. You're getting it. You're getting it. No. Video broadcast can fuck you.
Noise. Did it just like cancel out his cowbell?
It's just like that's
Turn
not a
it off.
voice.
That's not real.
Good
let's
job,
take
Noise.
that back.
That's lovely. I love
And then when the
that.
bones, when they hit and they start going in a line, they like do this little march. And then I guess they'll start crawling into Skidum.
Skidum, did you remove yourself from Linda before your bones returned into your body?
Wait, what?
Did you remove yourself from within Linda before your bones returned to your body?
Technically, no. Technically, no. I guess I did not say that.
So
no.
we will be accepting this bounty, Nolan, at Linda's grave.
You see, on the bounty board, just kind of like fizzle into an existence, a notice that just says, now hiring.
I hope Linda's sister applies. I heard she's got 7 sisters, all named Linda 1 through 10.
I thought Belinda was one of them, but I guess that was just
Belinda, Bologna.
Bologna.
Oscar is her brother. She also has another brother called Maya.
Yeah.
Before I forget, I do have a D20 roll to make, which I'm going to use with the dice tower real
Oh
quick.
God, is that for Belinda?
Oh no. Oh no.
It's a black and a white dice rolling down. I'm going to use the black dice as the result.
One of us is dead.
It is
One
a
of us is dead.
14. Now, as a result of Nick's leveling up to level 3, I have just spun on the Wheel of Playoffs. And what that does is it means that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, or wait, hang on, I have to recount this. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14.
a gotcha game.
All I've done is introduce microtransactions to D&D.
I'm addicted to gambling!
So the on the next game that we run, which is Legends of the Dump, this effect impacts that game. So you all are safe from it unless you play in Legends of the Dump, which
Not me.
you don't. So Gup and I have to deal with this.
Yeah, me and Ash weren't invited because we're not
Yeah.
cool enough.
A 14 means unexpected fame. So next episode, the party will become minor celebrities, causing
Nice.
both
Nice.
advantageous and
Nice.
awkward encounters with fans and admirers.
That weird sex lady's gonna come back for the Green Ranger man.
Nice. I got this.
Other Linda.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Lucky Man, who are you giving the 2d10 to? It's going to be a plus 14 to one of the players' d20 or to one of their rolls. So let us know who gets that plus 14.
Nurse Wiggles, everybody's famous in the dump. So congrats on your fame. I'm sure
Nice.
your character will love that.
Nice.
Yes. Whoever is on this 5-star banner this week, what's the 5-star banner?
What is that?
I don't know. I guess we should get back to the game though. A halfling. It's a non-binary halfling. Okay, interesting.
Neat.
Good
I like
on you,
that.
Paizo.
Yeah.
I was like,
Pathfinder, Paizo has arguably the most trans-affirming and LGBTQ for confirming characters of between N and D.
I did note like a long time ago. It was always a striking difference when I was reading Pathfinder material versus D&D material because it almost exclusive. Well, I say exclusively. It frequently refers to like when you're reading about a class, it'll be like the sorcerer does this, this, and this. She does this, this, and this, and this. Whereas a lot of other TTRPGs will refer to the masculine. So it's a nice change.
Yeah.
Hats off, Paizo. So a non-binary halfling walks up to you. Excuse me, you there? A minute of your time.
Hello.
I'm sorry, can you see that we are dealing with a dead Linda?
Well, I can pay. I need your help. Rather, my uncle does.
Is this where we learned that the Placid Plastic Pub actually just makes clones of Linda, and no Linda has been the same Linda that we interacted with the entire time?
Well, Voss, how do you think we get all the meat for the Grand Slams? Where do you think they come from?
The Grand Slams is people! It's people!
I'm gonna grab Voss by the armor. My hands are still like my bones haven't made it all the way through, so they're mostly sloppy.
A glove!
I'm gonna pull you in. I have consumed Linda, and I have learned the secret to the Grand Slam. Covered in her guts.
All right, fuck this.
Like Alien!
I'm putting it down.
Schism only comes out at night! Mostly!
Valgor, make a perception check.
Fucking shit.
You got it.
I'm gonna look at that halfling and say, "Do you want a Grand Slam?"
When did this come into a Halloween episode?
Spooky, scary adventurers lost their fucking minds. 23 perception.
23. You notice on the inside of Linda's apron is a tag that, from a distance, you can't tell what it says, but something seems familiar about it.
I'll go up and pick up and look at the tag closer.
You look at the tag and you read on the tag, manufactured by the Henry Folsom Textile Pub and Worm Company.
You motherfucker. She was a
Plant. And then I just one hand my Randy Jr. down at Linda's what once was Linda's head, and I blow it to pieces.
You're gonna one hand your Randy Jr. I don't think that's Twitch TOS.
I want to one hand my Randy Jr. until it goes boom boom. You know what I mean? Welcome,
and then you're gonna say sorry.
Welcome. Hi, Die Hard Dice. Welcome.
Welcome to the family.
This is what you wanted. You're paying for this.
This is what you get.
Valgor turns his back to Voss screaming and Skidum in the background being a fucking monster. And just as that's going on in the background, next to the halfling who's trying to offer us a job, I go, I can't trust anyone. Oh, hey there. What did you want?
Yes, I'm Shantz Hattenpock, and my uncle Trinsky is a talented sculptor.
Do you know who Henry Folsom is, you goddamn son of a bitch?
No, my God, I've never heard that name before.
Okay, and you're not lying, right?
No, I swear it.
All right, boss, shut the hell up! Shut up!
Is Skidum like doing the Dwight Schrute thing with the CPR dummy, where he's like,
Yeah, kind of like, but I'm trying to like get my nipples back in the correct place, like pulling my skin up. By pulling it back there.
God
It's
damn
my
it!
muscle
Can't
shirt.
think with
They're
all
way
this
over on
noise.
the side.
Anyways, what do you want?
well, unfortunately, my uncle, he's fallen victim to the endless political scheming that plagues Galt. Someone framed him for art forgery, casting him into disgrace, no doubt to advance their own station.
Yeah, sure.
Well,
Why do
I
they
thought
want their station
what I
moved?
might do is there's a salon tonight and at an art gallery of sorts, and many artists will be there trying to impress Arsenia Vaville, the hostess. Anyway, I'm certain one of them framed my uncle, but I've been uninvited. Would you attend the salon for me and help expose the truth to restore my uncle's name?
I look the halfling up and down and I go, "You're from fucking Galt, are you?"
Yes, I'm a Galtian native.
Ugh.
I could
Are you
use a
sure you
haircut.
want us? I just point back at.
Well, I've actually heard tale of your stories, and while your methods may be questionable, they are nonetheless effective.
Yep, can't argue with that. Yeah.
And also, as a non-binary, I feel like I have to rename myself mid-game here from Chance Havocock to Chance Have a Not. I don't
May
know.
have a cock.
May have a
Chance
cock.
may have a cock.
Chance May have a cock. Yes, my name is Chance May have a cock.
There you go. All right. Okay. Sure. We'll go to your what is it? A salon?
Yeah, salon. It's
wanna-
fancy
What
terms.
is a salon?
It's
It's
where
where
all
you get
the
a haircut.
fancy people go and
Yeah. Yeah, we'll go talk to your barber or whatever and see why they
Get
don't
a
like your
perm.
cousin anymore. Oh, and as a matter, you'll pay this, right?
yes.
Okay, because we gotta give like all that money to Linda's sister because she's dead, and we gotta pay her back for all this mess.
Oh, my regards. I'm sorry.
Yeah, just make out the check to Belinda or whatever. Come on, guys, we got a job.
Here's the invitation. You'll need this to get in.
I take it.
Now the salon starts in less than an hour. There's some directions on the card there to Arsenia's gallery. It's a short distance from the inn that's actually in Galt. And I understand we're not technically in Galt right now, but if you go through the doorway, Linda, before her untimely death, rest her soul, she informed me how the doorway works, so that once you go through the door, you'll basically be there. So. I will add that Arsenia is a part of a group of wealthy bureaucrats who believe that having guests from a variety of professions and backgrounds is a sign of the host's sophistications. So I believe that's why you'll have no trouble getting in as long as you play up your diversification and skill sets.
Oh, okay. Well, she wants to bum around with the poor so that she can play the wealthy but understanding aristocrat. Yeah, got it. Heard loud and clear, dude.
Exactly. I'll give you 4 gold each if you can learn who conspired against my uncle Trinsky, might have a cock, and publicly clear his name. I suggest that you play a part. I mean, far be it from me to question your methods, but I suggest.
Can you tell me that name again, please?
Trinsky might have a cock. Sorry, actually, that's the native pronunciation. We've changed it due to some spelling. You know how it is spelling foreign names.
Of course.
We go by shit pants now. So I'm Shant and he's Trinsky shit pants.
To pee.
Now's a good time for a break. Let me finish this last little bit of exposition, and we'll take a quick break for drinks and bathroom and whatnot. Far be it from me to question your methods, but I suggest that you play the part of socialites or artists and ask around about the scandal.
Do that.
You'll have a better chance, I think, of finding some hint or proof of the culprit's act if you dig around in those rumors. I'm sure somebody might be willing to spill the beans or, brag about it.
All right.
Well, you can ask me questions when we get back, or you could just take off. But for now, I'm going to start this 3-minute ad break from me, Shant Shitpants.
Yeah, we are going to ask questions. Bye.
Well, I was going to give you an item in which you could sell, but apparently if you put it in your jacket pocket, it just creates milk, which is fucking weird.
This magic item has the effect of if you put it in your pocket, it makes your pockets all milky.
Does the decanter just disappear?
No, you have the decanter,
Okay,
but your pockets are just wet and milky.
This is awful.
You can wring them out into a cup.
No, this is useless. I mean, I guess I could put it in a bag, and I could get bagged milk out of it. Whatever. Alright, this is your first item. You're going to fence for me. It's the weird cow decanter that clearly, when you put in pocket, makes milk. I don't fucking know.
Unlimited pocket milk. Yes,
pocket milk. Yeah.
You better hope that's not a fire ant, or it's gonna be spicy as hell.
You give that a little hawk to it.
Oh, you heard about the Hawk 2 secret ingredient we put in our Denny Grand Slam there?
Is it ants? What's my ants?
We put a bunch of ants in our mouth and we go Hawk 2 right into the pancakes. That's what gets into chocolate crunch.
Yeah.
Struggling as a business owner. And you're essentially using indentured servitude, so I question my choices in purchasing booze from you, but I'm an alcoholic. That's my crutch and cross to bear.
Coming up, and he shouts to the left, and another young lord comes out with 2 beers, and just...
It's quite a racket you've got here.
In the garden, you see a large, like 8-foot tall snail, and it is every color of the rainbow, and it shimmers as you move your head to left. It changes color a little bit, and you see this magnificent creature in the garden.
Let's see, now that's an animal I know. That's a snail.
The timing of that sound, right after you're like, I know what that is. It's a snail. Yeah!
You're just standing there looking at the tiny little space suits that have 6 armholes and a little pop over the head. But that ship is not very far away. What? Did I say something? No? Okay.
Just me eating French fries.
Oh.
I have a wonderful idea. I have a wonderful idea. The boss is gone, so you know what that means.
Leave?
Party!
Motions back at Callie. He doesn't know what. He's just like, and then he goes. He's like, He, like indicating, like, look, and he kind of stops, and he lifts his leg, and he puts it back down and just bursts out into silent laughter.
And then you smell it. There's no smell dampening in this room.
He's like,
there's no stinky go bye-bye button?
No. All right, so your axe sticks into this thing's pure, just straight into the forehead. And you hear a, oh, no, you hear a, as it falls down out of
Yes. You made it work. You made it work.
Made it work. I found somewhere for it to go.
What does heart sound like when they're moving?
She has.
You ever go to a grocery store and you have like that one cart that's got a broken wheel?
Yes. I hate that so much.
That's what you guys are working with.
That's endearing, so we never fixed it for her.
Oh, right. So Cal is a bounty hunter, and he helped us get off of the planet by sending us the codes to get through the Sith blockade in space. And but he said that he would do it just for a favor, and I was a little desperate, so I went ahead and said sure. So now he's cashing in that favor.
All right, and who's Cal?
Anyway, on to Coruscant.
Got it.
But we kind of have an idea of what's up top. Just more and more shit. Why did you say that? You could have just said monsters. I just mean monsters.
Right.
Saved it.
So what you're telling me is the one up top is the one that is currently deeper into the mine and is getting the most gemstones?
Right. Up north, we're getting more material, but it's more bloodshed, constantly needing reinforcements. Downstairs, we need water breathers. We're getting in sea elves from the east coast over here. It's a pain in the ass.
I see.
Are you busy?
Yeah, it's really weird going back to like a bunch of old clips and like seeing how different everybody looks. Mostly positive. I can't say there's anybody that actually looks.
Are you saying that I don't look ugly anymore?
No, I'm saying like I don't think there's anybody that looks worse now than they did in earlier clips. Everybody I think has had a glow up from what I've seen, which is phenomenal. So well done, everybody, and welcome back to more Unprepared. For those that have missed it, we are in Galt. It is basically perpetual French Revolution type area. Is that correct, Aaron?
Correct.
Viva la revolution!
Can you hear the people singing the songs of angry men?
Shant Shitpants has hired the party to clear the name of his uncle Trinsky Shitpants, who he believes has been.
If Shant's last name is going to be Shitpants, then their name has to be Shart. It is Shart Shitpants.
Shart Shitpants is trying to clear the name of his uncle Trinsky Shart Shitpants, who he believes was framed by some socialites and artists. And so Shart Shitpants has hired you to go to this salon, this art gallery event of Arsenia Vivile, and basically try to learn who framed him, so that he's basically a hermit at this point. He's scared to be in public, and so that is where we left off just before the break. You are about to head to the salon. Is that an actual term? A salon? Like,
yeah.
A salon back in the day, like that they're referring, was a barber shop and a surgeon, because they were like the same thing. So you went to the salon, or it could be like a Western salon. Where that's
interesting. Kaylee says, "Oh my God, Les Mis." Is that like the plot of Les Mis?
We were just singing.
Have you
Les Mis.
never seen Les Mis?
Oh, I've not.
Dude,
I am very uncultured. I am probably the worst like possible candidate for like a game master because, as we all know, we steal from pop culture all the time. And I know the only pop culture I know is hyper-connected online memes. Like, I don't, like, people do, like, really deep cuts of very famous movies and books all the time, and I'm just like, I don't know, but how about that
This
free
dumbass
avocado?
has never seen fucking Beetlejuice.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Now,
it's
but
bad.
has he gotten horny watching Beetlejuice the musical while he was a very famous asshole member of Congress?
I did not. I did debate last night on Kilo's stream who's hotter, Lola Bunny or Jessica Rabbit. I lost that, or no, we won that argument, but not for the reasons I would have liked it. I picked Lola. My argument, their argument, I say that it was kind of evenly split, 3 by 3. But the argument for Jessica Rabbit was that Jessica Rabbit is a veritable sex icon, much like Marilyn Monroe, and therefore is by definition hotter. My argument was that Jessica Rabbit, I feel, probably smells like a warehouse of cigarette smoke, whereas Lola Bunny, I imagine, if you like the smell of hair conditioner, it smells like that everywhere. Everywhere smells like that.
She's an athlete, though, because she plays basketball.
And after she showers and uses that lovely hair conditioner, everywhere.
All over.
What the fuck? You also argued that tiramisu was lasagna.
No, I was arguing that one, in that case, they were arguing that if you put a lasagna on a lasagna, you have a lasagna. And I was using tiramisu as a counterpoint, that if you put a lasagna on a lasagna, you have a lasagna on top of a lasagna.
What happens if you open the lasagna and put the other lasagna in it,
have a
and
sandwich.
then close the lasagna around it?
It's a sandwich.
Is that one lasagna?
Once you have baked a lasagna, you have created a lasagna, in my opinion. If you craft a lasagna in any order you choose...
Squiggles, are you saying that Lola Bunny is like made up of all pubic hair?
But like... No, if there's
also,
lots of
why
dishes
shouldn't
that
you use conditioner on your pubic hair?
Yeah, please elaborate
Exactly.
in
If
details.
you have that much of it, yeah. Why shouldn't you? If you have that much of it, it should be.
And if you have that much of it, you should use hair conditioner.
I feel like it's just more economical at that point.
Should you straighten it?
We're venturing into territory that...
I currently, right now, if I pulled my
I think.
pants down, you would see a mullet.
It's a shame that Fantasy Plus crashed again.
I have a weird question for you, Aaron.
A shotgun sound? Yes, I'll answer maybe.
You live in LA.
I do.
Ish. Do they sell Merkins there? Is that just like a thing you can buy?
No. I don't know. Oh!
There it goes. I clicked that button like 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, I pictured like bald in the front and just a lot of butt crack hair. That's,
yeah.
That's sort of,
Party in the front.
All the way down to the
Up top,
to the
I'm
sides.
business. Bottom, I'm all party, baby.
Okay.
I hate what we've become.
We're a problem.
You arrive to a bleak building
Sasquatch
with
is
barred
right.
windows that stands in stark contrast to the ostentatious outfits of the several dozen guests making their way into the
But
venue.
my butthole's a rat tail.
Under my rat tail is a butthole.
Boy, I feel like I made a wrong turn back there at Albuquerque.
You did.
With a simple smile or disappointed frown, Arsenia indicates who is welcome and who must go, and no one seems willing to defy or question her decisions.
Hello.
So is it just is it Renia who's at the front with the guards, or like?
So it's Arsenia at the front, and there's basically just, a queue of guests as you would see at like a nightclub or something. And as each one walks up, she just kind of gives them an approving smile or a disappointed frown, and they turn away. And nobody's questioning her decisions, but only those that she smiles at are welcome in.
Would like to introduce myself.
Okay.
It's going to make it
If
very
possible.
weird.
Well.
Go ahead, Skin.
Am I able to get to her? Yeah.
Yeah, you can walk up.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I should have specified.
Hello there. And I'll smile as my skin droops for the last time, and then comes back up, and I'm all together. Ha! I'm Skin'em, Wonder Noodle McJabberwocky, the Silver Stallion. One become with Linda, and I'm gonna hold out my hand. It's shaking. I'm required to say my full name.
Yeah. Why, hello there. Newcomers are always welcome at the art gallery of Arsenia Vivile. Please come in and enjoy
Thanks,
the
and I'm gonna walk right
displays. The theme of the night.
Excuse me, ma'am. Can you say a quote for me in the accent that you're using?
I can certainly try, dearie.
Can you say this flower is wilting?
Oh, Lord, this flower is wilting.
Thank you. Can I go inside?
Are you all together?
Yes, with Fritz. He just fucked off, didn't he?
Ah, yes. Well, he must be excited to see tonight's art. As I was telling him, newcomers are always welcome at the gallery of Arsenia Vivile, and please come in and enjoy the displays. The theme of the night is one of contrast between civilization and nature. You simply must tell me what you think, but please enjoy your evening.
It's funny because I'm a monkey, and he's a rat, and he's a mutant.
I'm just an orc. I'm just an orc, ma'am.
Already inside looking for hors d'oeuvres.
Gone.
Like taking them from people's hands as they're
He's
about
looking
to eat
for
them,
tiny
looking at all.
snacks.
It's
Skin'em is gonna get caught in one of the normal sized mouse traps trying to take a piece of cheese.
I'm not even eating it. I'm just stuffing it in my cheek pouch for later.
It's not terribly busy. If you've ever been to like an art showing, there's people that just kind of like walking around, and basically the way that these operate is there's art everywhere to be seen, little exhibits and galleries, and usually the artist responsible for each one is standing nearby, ready to ask questions or answer questions rather, ask you what you think of their piece, and of course there's also just people moseying around, discussing the art amongst themselves. So there's a couple of exhibits in here that you could go see. We'll kind of just go one at a time rather than asking you which one you want to see. But is there anything you want to do first before looking at the art?
I'm gonna grow my hair out to a normal length.
Okay.
Is that the whole? Is that the whole idea? Is that the whole idea right there? Okay, cool.
It is,
I just confirmed.
That's it. All
Valgor's
right.
gonna shake his head as he watches you grow your hair out, and then Valgor's gonna do he's gonna kind of flap his cowboy duster back a bit and put his hands on his hip as he kind of stares out at the crowd. He's gonna try to sniff out who the major players are here.
I'm gonna take a.
Is there a coat room?
Nolan hates art.
It's not particularly. For the sake of my sanity, it's going to be a fairly confined area with just the art. Unless you have a specific reason for looking for the coat room.
I want to make an outfit to designate how arty I am, and I am the artiest artist to ever art. Ever.
I see. Go ahead and make
As I see you heading that way, I'm just gonna take off my scarf and hand it to you.
I'll give you some hair.
Yeah, give her some hair so she can glue like a little tiny pencil mustache on.
I don't know what you wanted me to roll, but I got a 19.
Gotcha. I like how Nolan's like, I'm uncultured, and then acts like we all go to art galleries.
Nolan said,
I used to be married to an artist, so I have gone to a fair share. So I guess I guess I am a little cultured. Get on my fucking level.
You said there's like nobody here, right? And then you said it's like every art show. And I'm like,
so it's
ouch.
It's what I meant is it's busy, but it's not like a bustling marketplace. Like there are people, but it's not like you don't feel crowded, if that makes sense. Everybody's kind of like in their own little cliques, you know, observing the art and everything. You rolled for your stealth to see if you can go steal some things. Unless you have like
plus 9.
Do you have an actual thief ability? I can't remember.
Yeah.
Do that if you want. I
got a 19 plus 9.
Excellent. I do need everybody to make a society check to recall knowledge or Galt lore if you have that.
Who the fuck has that?
Look, I know that you all aren't going to have fishing lore or dinosaur lore or Galt lore. I'm just giving you the option in case, like Sumner, who picks Minotaur as a language on every creature he creates, you, for some reason, randomly picked a lore ability.
Voss strikes again.
Does Sumner do that so he can always read the bullshit?
Nice. Nice.
You'll have to ask him.
I do have a DM question. Can I use mercantile lore for this? Like art mercantile sell? You know, you sell art.
Let me see what this is specifically trying to learn. Yeah, I'll give you I will give you a +2 circumstance bonus for using mercantile lore.
I have mercantile, like regular society is +4, but I have a T trained in mercantile lore, which is a +10.
Okay. I'll let you use that. It's not like game-breaking knowledge if you succeed or not. Also, welcome in, Fidela. And Red Panda, I see you snuck in here.
What's up?
That makes
same
+10
vein.
Makes it an 11.
Farming lore? Yeah, farming lore is going to be able to be used.
Weirdly, that might be a -5. No, I'll let you just do a flat check. No bonuses or penalties.
You got it. I'll roll. I do have untrained improvisation, so Valgor's gonna look hard at some paintings and just try to make up and blend in.
Yes, perfect.
It's like, yes, the duality of man.
I'll give you a +2 for doing that.
Thank you.
Actually, +3. I'm generous.
Oh, you're such a nice man. With your +3, I got a 10 on the dice, so I got 15.
Nice. And then, Skidum, what did you get with your roll?
I got a 7 on the dice for an 18. Or for
also, I think, I don't think anybody's used it yet. I think it was Valgor that Monkey Man gave a +14 to earlier with a 100-bit donation.
Oh my god.
You don't have to use it right this moment, but you do have a +14 to...
I think I got that last time, Monkey Man. You gotta start sharing things with somebody else. I'm gonna take it, I'm gonna pass it along to Voss Skidum, evens or odds?
Odds.
Yeah.
Skidum, you get a +14.
Hell yeah, brother.
Oh, I get a +14?
Yeah, so you don't have to use it right now, but because Monkey Man donated 100 bits, Nyx rolled 2d10, which equaled +14, and you can use that to add it to any of your rolls.
I'm sharing the love, Monkey Man. I'm sharing the love.
It doesn't have to be an attack roll. It doesn't have to be a skill roll. It can be a damage roll. Any roll that you make, you can add a +14 to. So those of you that succeeded, which I think is everybody, also welcome in, Sumner. You know that bored socialites who typically attend these events need a little goading to start spilling what they know, but they are experts at gossiping without specifically calling somebody out. It's also a well-known secret around here that Arsenia Vivile has terrible taste in art, but no one dares tell her given her influence.
Are there like, and we're trying to find out who framed Twinkie, right?
Correct. You're trying to figure out who framed Trinsky Shitpants. That's what Shart Shitpants hired you to find out. Basically, Trinsky was a pretty notable artist, but after some shenanigans, he's been kind of ostracized by the art community, and Shart believes that somebody framed him, somebody that's here tonight.
Do I see any particularly like pompous-looking people like that, kind of like sus.
You do
arrogant,
see at the the closest exhibit to the entrance, it's a collection of paintings depicting a variety of forest scenes, most of which include animals and game trails. And there's an older bureaucrat. He seems to be just kind of like looking at the paintings longingly and boasting to anybody that'll listen. Ha! See, those right there, I killed 6 of them one time back in my ventures down into the Mwangi Expanse. And those over there, I killed 14 of them on an exhibition with some nobles down in I forgot, in Absalom. I forget my geography sometimes. I'm more of a hunter than a geographist, you know what I'm saying?
He also doesn't really know what things are called either. Skidum, are you relaying this information to us?
I'm gonna I'm gonna pull a crutch out of my, I have crutches, so I'm gonna pull a crutch out of my cheek pouch and use it like a cane, like I'm fancy. And
he's doing something, boss.
I'm not anywhere near you. I'm in the coat closet getting an outfit.
Yeah. Voss, we'll say for a couple more moments of back and forth here between the NPCs, you are actively scrounging an outfit with your natural 20 and your modifier. I'll say that you are able to find exactly what you need, and nobody is going to discover you while you're doing it. So you have free reign on crafting this socialite outfit from this coat room.
Cool. I'm gonna describe it.
Perfect. Skidum, you've got your cane now.
Yeah, I'm a crutch cane. I'll walk up to him as he's telling these tales.
Quite impressive, you say. This is a nice piece, quite expensive. Illustrious, one might say. Titty.
Ah, yes, you've got an eye for style, my man. I love it.
Oh no, I don't think this looks good. But it smells impeccable.
Oh.
Smell is the lost art. It looks like shit, but the smell is decadent. It would sell for a lot.
You think so? I've never considered the smell.
You haven't considered the smell. You bitch.
You bitch!
What a shame.
Come
All
out.
of the good oils.
And I'm in a black turtleneck and black pants. And I have like this really puffy like wig and thick glasses. And I walk by these paintings.
I love your work.
And I'm like, that is bullshit. 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 That is derivative.
You clearly have an eye for art. Apexi Fulminoir. Nice to make your acquaintance.
What the fuck did you say your name was?
Apexi Fulminoir.
One more time, I'm out of hearing.
Apexi Fulminoir.
A pexy man full armoire. Okay.
Ennui. Ennui. Full of
What is it again?
A pexy fulminoir.
It's the first part of your name sounds like something that gets grease off the dining room floor.
Well,
the second thing sounds like a fancy piercing that happens around your genital area.
I'll shake his hand.
I am also a flexing my full man rod. How do you do?
Hell yeah, brother.
Of the New Hampshire full man rods.
Oh, none other than.
Oh, pleasure to make your acquaintance. No wonder you are such an aficionado of smells.
I don't recognize Voss either, so I'll turn around and also introduce myself.
Hello, I am Skidum, Wanda Noodle McJabberwocky, the Silver Sovereign and Stallion, and the one who's become with Linda.
Thank you, Skidum. I know your fucking name.
I don't recognize
have you two met?
I don't think know
so.
the Spanish at all.
My reputation may precede me. I
My
am quite
name
known
is
about buying art.
Frank Reynolds.
Frank Reynolds. Nice to meet you, Frank Reynolds.
Nice to meet
You got a middle name too?
No, would you like to give me one? I'm taking offers.
I'm good. I'm okay.
Are you any relation to Bort Reynolds?
Valgor, you got a cameo, Valgor.
Oh God.
Also, somebody gets a plus 15.
I had to read it first. Monkey man, holy shit. Whoa there, Fulman Wow. I haven't had the horse dwarves yet. I'm still hungry.
Horse dwarves.
Say it like you're terrified for your life.
Garçon, can we get some
Whoa there,
horse
Fulman Wow.
dwarves over here?
I haven't had the horse dwarves yet. I'm still hungry.
Did you say horse ovaries?
I love it. You know those tiny little things they go on in the silver platters and they walk around and those penguin suits come around like, hey, you want a horse devoir? And I go, hell yeah, you got them devilled eggs? And they say, hell yeah. Pop a few of those in your mouth and let them slide on down. Gods, I love me a little horse devoirs.
He said so many
Viarna
things that caught Skidden's
sausages.
attention.
I love me a Viarna sausage. Little Viarna sausage is still in the juice. The juice is the best part, believe it or not.
Do you drink hot dog water?
Yeah, hell yeah, I do. Especially comes in a little cup because then it's a horse devoir. Little
As
cock
you can see,
doggies,
we
that's
are
right,
quite-
damn it.
We are quite cultured here in our little group of friends.
Get along, little doggies, little cock doggies. Yep, I call them baby worms. Because that's what they look like. In fact, they are literally, materially, physically indistinct. Who knows if you're eating a baby worm or you're eating a little horse devoir?
So real
We need to get
life,
you back
I
to
was
the home, Grandpa.
Horse
I
devoir
was
is
told as a
actually the
kid
brother
that
of
Vienna
horse head
sausages
chew
were
if you've
pig
ever met him.
peppers, so I've never eaten them since until I was like, a little older, adult.
Really? Oh, cool.
That's
Yeah.
Sorry
That's
about your
neat.
horse divorce.
All right,
We're
well,
fishing.
Voss, you seem like you got things. I mean, Skinner, you got things handled over here. And nice to meet you, Frank Reynolds, and you.
Frank Reynolds!
Whatever. And your name, too, sir, whoever you are. Pleasure, Fulmanoir.
a Pexi Fulmanoir.
You don't have to say it again. I will not remember. I'm gonna go take a gander at the rest of the art, see if I can make a friend.
Fill your what with what?
What?
He said, fill my what?
Fulmanoir, it's my name.
Well, that's right. Yes. So that's correct. I see.
You
Valgor, you have a
So-
plus 15 at your disposal.
Monkey Man, you got quit it. I can't handle all this power.
What are we supposed to be doing?
You're supposed to be
I
asking
would,
questions, trying to ascertain who framed Trisky Shark
I go
Pants.
into the middle of the room and go,
I've been-
this is not an
I've been-
artist demonstration, but who framed Shot McShitpants?
Hey, shut up. That's also not the guy we're supposed to be. That's his cousin.
I
You gotta
wasn't
play this
listening.
cool, all right?
Your art sucks!
Shut up! No,
And
stop
I know
it!
art!
Stop
And I
it.
pointed an air conditioner and I go, that is art, it is beautiful!
You see some people like turn like at the sort of kerfuffle that is
I
happening
forget
in the
you're
middle of the room. but-
disguised, so like I'm like whatever.
Yeah, it kind of quickly passes. You see, like, a couple of people, I mean, a lot of people, they recognize the Shark Pants name, but though they didn't, or the Shit Pants name, but they didn't, like, you say Shark Shit Pants, and nobody really reacts, just like, Shark Shit Pants, is that the rebel, pineapple. But then they kind of just go back to what they're doing. Apexi, who's still with Apexi? Is it Skidham and Valgor? Has Voss just kind of, or sorry, Frank Reynolds, has Frank Reynolds just kind of fucked off?
I'm doing interpretive dance in the middle of the room.
Okay, Valgor and Skidham,
I was gonna let. Do you want to both? Is this a thing where like we should split up and talk to multiple people at the same time, or should we focus on this?
No, please don't.
Okay, got it. Okay, that's why I was asking.
As Frank Reynolds mentions the shit pants name in the middle of the room, he just kind of like mutters to himself, "It's like, oh, that Trinsky Baltrum. Anyway, I'm not concerned with such things. What do you think? I'm curious." And he kind of walks you over to one of Baltrum's paintings and asks, "Baltrum has made quite a name for himself lately. What do you think of this painting?"
Who is this guy?
Smell like a Baltrum's work.
Roll. Go ahead. Sorry.
Who is this man Baltrum? And why'd you think of him when the Mr. Shit Pants was brought up? I'm just a simple worm farmer. I don't know nothing.
While I get that answer, Skidum, go ahead and make a perception check or an art lore check. If you use perception, I'll give you a +2. You do have your +14 as well.
Mick, no, the new word is whoa there.
That's a 27 then.
A 27.
I'll read it because it's Mick. Darling, that painting looks like poop from a butt or shit from an ass.
One moment here. I'm trying to remember what happened.
Say it like you're in love with it.
I'm in love with it?
Yeah, like you have never been more in love.
Darling, that painting looks like poop from a butt or shit from an ass.
Okay, I like it.
It's good. You're hired.
Thank you. Darling, that painting looks like poop from a butt.
How fast and loud can you say it?
Look, I don't concern myself with the goings on of some of these artists, but just so you know, in case it comes up again, Trinsky Shot Pants was a well-known artist, but it came out that he was actually producing forgeries. But it wasn't before he came out and criticized Baltrum's work here.
No.
Really?
You said forgeries.
Yes, it turns out Trinsky was a forgery artist. However, Anyway, what do you think of Baltrum's work? Getting back to that perception check that you made, where was it? Where'd it go? It was right here. You're actually weirdly familiar with paintings, at least enough to know that comparing this work to some of the other Baltrum works that you've seen around the gallery, the brush strokes and the styles of this painting are different than some of the other Baltrum works.
Yes. Couple of questions for you.
As I keep looking at this suspiciously.
First, I'm concerned about these forgeries you say because I myself buy art. That's what I do. And I have quite 3, maybe 4 now Twinkie shit-stained pants collections. And now I'm worried I might have paid too much for a false product.
What makes you think that?
You said he's been making forgeries. Well, how do I know what I have isn't a forgery?
Oh, sorry, you have Trinsky shit pants originals, not the Bertrams.
Correct.
Gotcha. Well, I'm not too familiar with Trinsky's work enough to say what is original and what's not. I was simply questioning what you thought of this Bertram.
Now, which ones were copied? Which ones were he's accused of copying?
So for everybody, to make sure that we're clear here, Trinsky has been accused of forgeries, and that is why he's recluse. That is why Shit Pants is trying to clear his name.
Okay.
And none of his paintings are here.
Yeah.
None of Trinsky's paintings are here. However, Bertram is the art that Apexi asked you to look at, and Bertram's art is the one that you notice the brushstrokes are different than other Bertrams you've seen.
Yes.
My question is for you, my good man, is how, if you weren't familiar, how did they get found out that he was faking his art from the beginning anyways?
Oh, I believe Asani Vivile or whatever her name was, she was the one that announced it to the community, and, you know, she has an eye for art, so we gotta take her word for it.
Does she though?
Yeah. Oh, Franker, I know. You're back.
I got done interpretive dancing. I made 100 gold. Write that down, TM.
That's like 10 times more than we would get paid from this mission.
Yeah, I made 100 gold for interpretive dancing with my clothes off. Anyway,
you were stripping. Okay, good to hear. Okay.
I heard that Arsinia Hall is very bad with art. I'm just saying.
Skidum, I believe you had a question, Skidum.
Yeah, I was just wanting to know who validated those paintings.
And our parking.
Yeah, can you validate our parking?
No, I cannot, but I believe Arsenia can, and Arsenia, I believe, is the one that validated the claims. But once again, I try not to concern myself with such.
How do you feel about
skullduggery.
Arsinia? Like, what is your feelings towards her?
She's just a star of the art community. He says maybe a little bit too loudly, as looking over in her direction.
Hey, get in a little closer to me, please. Lean in.
Yes,
We're not narcs.
We're not narcs. You can tell me how, and I have a really high deception, and I have a feat in it. So if you just want to be honest with me, and I don't have to roll anything, you can do that.
You know, if you're part of the town guard, you have to tell me.
Yeah, no, I'm not. I'm from the plastic placeholder pub. I'm an adventuring party with my 2 idiot friends.
Oh God, we're in danger!
Oh yeah, shit! Don't tell him that.
Oh fuck!
Roll a persuasion, unless you're trying to intimidate. See if you can.
I don't feel like intimidating nobody today.
You're trying to seem trustworthy. Yeah.
Yeah, that is a 17 plus.
Skidum's trying to find out who validated his paintings to be forgeries so they can check his.
What is persuasion under?
I don't know. I still have yet to look at a Pathfinder 2nd edition character sheet.
Can I lie that I'm being friendly?
I'll just give you a +5.
Okay, 17 plus 5.
Yeah. You know, just between you and I believe Arsenia has terrible taste in art, but no one dares question her given her influence over the community.
No one wants to stand up to her in her shitty taste.
Is she just some sort of bully, man? Like, what's going on here?
No, she's very wealthy and well-connected, and if you want anything to do in this community, you must be in her good graces.
Oh, shit.
You want her disconnected.
Yeah, because if you know anything about us, we kill at the drop of a hat.
Oh, heavens, no, she's not, evil or anything. She can't discern good art from bad art.
She's got a terrible eye for artwork.
But
yes.
You just said that she wasn't evil, but then you said that. So you're contradicting yourself.
I mean, is having a terrible eye for art evil? I feel like that's kind of a subjective question.
Slap the ever-loving shit out of this person as hard as I can and say, how dare you! Oh, in a gallery of all places, blaspheme to the artist!
And everybody's
my
gonna,
nose
turn.
I'm gonna spit all of the hors d'oeuvres I piled up in my cheek pouches at him, and I'm gonna walk over to
And I'm gonna pick out all the deviled eggs and eat them.
and on my way out, by the way, I don't think those brushstrokes are correct.
And I'm gonna walk over to Arsenius. Just stand there.
Yeah, whatever he said.
I picked the dude up. I'm like, hey, are you okay?
I dust him off a little.
I'm sorry.
Thank you for enjoying my artwork. I hope you enjoy the rest of the exhibit. And he kind of like dusts himself off and seems to have like diffused the attention that was being drawn upon you all as
thank you.
The music crashes once again. This is lovely. I love this so much.
I catch up to Skidum and go, hey, so why the fuck did you do that?
Yeah, like, what the fuck was that about?
Out loud in an art gallery, he said he didn't like art. We're supposed to act like we really like art. And who are you? And I'm gonna look at Voss.
It's Voss.
And why are you pertinent to this
Hello.
conversation?
I don't think he said
And where is
that.
Voss?
It's me.
I did not recognize. You look all foo-foo.
Yes, I'm pretending.
But yeah, I slapped him because he said he didn't like art.
Did he say that?
But now I'm...
I don't think
I don't think he said
that.
that, man.
I think he did.
What did he say that made me slap him?
No, man.
Skidum. I'll grab Skidum by the center of his hands. Like, you need to know what people are saying first before you just start slapping
but like he
them.
did say something. I remember what was it though.
He said that because the implication you all were asking if Apexi wanted you to murder Arsenia, and he said no, she's not evil. She just has a bad eye for art, and like not liking art isn't a crime, or having a bad taste for art isn't a crime, or something to that effect.
But it is, so it made me very offended.
Yeah.
Like, how dare you say that at an art gallery? So I'm just...
In front of my
As you have this sidebar, you have sort of made your way into another exhibit, a garden of sculptures made up entirely of animals wearing current fashion trends from various regions around the Inner Sea. And there's two sisters wearing matching large wigs.
Valgor's gonna have an Ace Ventura moment where he like walks into the room and there's a bunch of stuffed animals, and him and Vang are like,
This is like a PTSD flashback.
In the back, there's a big stuffed worm, and Valgor just goes, ah!
What the fuck?
The two twin sisters they seem to be discussing in hushed tones, trying to determine.
Disgusting? Are they talking together or are they gross?
They're discussing to one another in hushed tones, trying to determine which city or nation each piece is from. Oh, that hat, that surely has to be from Astalon. No, that's got to be from Ustalav. No, actually, that dress reminds me of maybe it's from Alkenstar. And they're just sort of like pointing at things and trying to figure out which ones are from which place.
Oh, Vault, Skidum, I got this. And I walk up to the two of them, and I point at the gothiest looking one, and I go, that one's from Ustalav.
Oh, how do you know that, sir?
Well, me and my friends over there, we took a spell in Ustalav to, rescue a few people for some undead. It's nothing big deal, but saving people while we're in other places inspires our creativity.
Oh, how heroic.
Yeah, it's no big deal. Valgor, the ghost of the
Valgor, nice to meet you. I'm Audrin, and this is my sister Lores.
Audrin, Lores, a pleasure. These are my two compadres, Skidum and... well, I just met this person, but they go by Frank Reynolds.
Frank Reynolds and Skidum, pleasure to make your acquaintances.
Yeah, we done come today because we heard...
Me too.
You got a cameo.
We done come today.
Yo, whoa there. Am I saying this in the game? I don't know, maybe. Whoa there, did y'all see the Dank Bee Gallery?
Oh, the Dank Bee Gallery is quite exquisite. We were actually having a conversation among ourselves what the action economy of 10,000 bees might be.
Oh, I'll tell you, if it's in 5e, it's 1, but if it's Pathfinder 2e, it's 3 times that.
Oh, that's so many.
I know.
So many bees.
Voss, you have a +7 to any roll, by the way.
Fuck, okay. Yeah. I can do anything.
Now, ladies, me and my friend here done come to see, to come see one of Shit Pants' exhibitions up in this building right now.
This bitch.
Now, as a fellow intellectual, as you and I both are, how come they are not?
Well, I'm afraid that it probably has to do with the recent news that turns out that he's quite the fraud artist. However, I am curious.
And that's a word we all know.
Yeah. Actually, now that you mention it, I'm curious as they both walk over to a statue of a sculpture of a sculpture of a squirrel wearing a very fine coat and tie. This was one of Baltram's works, Magnamar Bushytail. I'm curious what you think of it.
Baltram, yeah. His name has come up a bunch when we were looking for Shit Pants' work. Why? Are they some sort of compatriots of the arts?
Well, Tristan, what was it? Trixie? I don't know. Shit Pants, the artist.
Trinsky, you mean Trinsky?
Trinsky, yes. Trinsky, he did come out and criticize Baltram just before the revelation that he was a fraudster came out. But, I'm curious what you think of Baltram's work, the Magnamar Bushytail. Perhaps as a ranger yourself, you can make a survival check or a Magnamar lore check.
Oh, I know a little something about the Magnamar Bush. Don't you worry. Maybe I don't.
Jesus Christ.
I'm gonna have to use that plus 15 right now.
Anybody can make an Arcana check as well.
Yeah, survival. Okay, with a plus 15, it's gonna be a 12. That's gonna be a 27.
Nice.
Thank you, Monkey Man.
Skidum, are you making an Arcana check?
I am a Arcana.
Damn it! I keep forgetting to turn that off because it doesn't work.
Oh, wait.
19.
It's supposed to face track, but I keep forgetting to turn it off.
Just match your face to the glasses.
Thank you for Adrian for that. I appreciate it. I need to fix that. Yeah, it's supposed to face track, and I keep forgetting to fix it. Are you still rolling 31. That Arcana check? 31. Okay, no, damn.
31.
All right.
Holy shit.
Val, you both realize different things. I'll tell you both them first, and then you can discuss it in character. Valgor, you know that there are no squirrels of this type anywhere near Magnamar. So calling it a Magnamar Bushytail it makes no sense. And Skidum, you recognize that this sculpture there's no sculpting involved at all. This is a real squirrel that was turned to stone.
Ogdrin and Lanacius. Yes, Lorness. I hate to be a stickler for details, but as a world-trotting ranger such as myself and intellectual as we have all agreed on, this here squirrel right there, that you notice the sort of a gray complexion to its coat. It's because it feeds on iron acorns in iron trees up in the Five Kings Mountains. All right, and I don't need to build out a globe for you, but the Five King Mountains ain't nowhere near Magnamar.
Oh, do tell.
Well, clearly someone has named this a Magnamar Bushytail under the false pretenses that it is a Magnamarian squirrel, but it ain't no such thing. Now, this is clearly an iron fur.
Quite interesting, and they kind of look to each other and giggle like,
what did you say your name was again?
Are you asking the sisters?
Yes.
Sorry, Audrin and Lores.
All right, Audrey Lenny Kravitz. This isn't even a for real statue, I don't think.
What do you mean? It's sitting right here in front of us. And she pokes it, and like it's clearly not an illusion.
How do you make a statue?
Well, you know, I actually don't dabble in sculpture, but I assume you take, a block of stone and you chisel away until you have the finished product.
Is that true, Frank Reynolds?
Perfect.
Yes, it is true.
Okay.
I'm so glad that we have an esteemed sculptor here with us to answer that question.
I am esteemed at many things.
Now, Frank Reynolds, if you, since you are a statue master, Frank Reynolds, Frank, may I call you? Can I call you Frank?
You may call me Frank.
It's okay if we come here and call you Frank.
Frank.
Would you come here, Frank, and tell me?
Yeah, get on over here.
And all of your Franklage on statues. How many statues are squirrel?
Sorry, can you repeat that?
Yeah, I'm gonna need to hear that question.
How many
What's that question again?
Tell me, Frank.
Run
How
that
many
back, because I'm an
statue or
intellectual, but
squirrel?
that took me a second to hear.
So I ask, yes, how many Frank statues are squirrel?
There are no statues that are Frank statues.
But in Frank, in your experience of all of the statue you have seen, how many statue are squirrel?
One.
This one.
Yes.
Because it's an actual squirrel.
That's a real squirrel.
And I'm gonna push
You
it
can
over.
tell by
no,
the
I
way
don't want
that
to do
it
that.
is.
I'm gonna think about it, but I'm not gonna do it.
Damn, that's badass.
Now, if there is one thing I do, it's
this is the vibe of the. This is the vibe of how the three of us act
Now-
while we're in this fancy art gallery.
How big is this squirrel?
It's not particularly clear, but from how I'm reading this, it definitely sounds like it is life size. Like it's not, or not. Sorry, life size. The wrong term. It is actual like size. It's not like a giant squirrel or anything.
It's squirrel sized.
Yeah, it's squirrel sized.
It's okay. It is
it's
small.
It's a
Okay.
diorama of
Perfect.
woodland creatures.
And there's a diorama, right, of woodland creatures. Oh, cool.
Yes. But this
now
one
let me see.
specifically is the Bartram. The squirrel is.
Right. I can, here, let's see, I can show you why this is squirrel.
And I'm gonna go down to one of the dioramas, and I'm gonna start sucking on its root and licking it.
On its
and I'm gonna
roots?
try to, yeah, and I'm gonna use my thing that lets me sense small creatures.
So,
I'm
just
willing
to be
lean
clear,
over- I'm gonna lean over to fucking Larissa or what, and Arden or whatever their names and be like, as a fellow intellectual, that there right there is normal.
So just to be clear, your attempt at convincing them that this squirrel statue is in fact a real squirrel and not a statue is by essentially going, Jesus is talking to me right now and he says he is in the room, because they can't sense what you're sensing by sucking on this root.
No, but I am licking it, and I'm
Okay.
saying,
I buy statue art all the time, and Frank says this is the only statue that is squirrel, and my licking of the roots say, this is squirrel.
And they sort of they whisper intently to one another and seem particularly excited, almost as if they just have some new hot gossip to start spreading around, and they rapidly move off through the gallery without even saying goodbye and begin drawing the attention of other people who seem shocked at what you assume they are telling them.
Ooh, hey, I think I've just figured out the whole point of these here fancy art gallery people and what we need to be doing. We can't just walk up to Arsenia and tell her that this guy Baltrim, whom I'm starting to suspect is the reason all this bad shit happened to Shart and his cousin. We gotta let the rumor mill kind of trickle down and let her think she found it out.
No, so we need to start shit.
We gotta start some shit.
Frank, you look like you're from high society. What kind of shit would stir the pot?
You have the highest intelligence of the fucking three of of us, and you're over here thinking that I'm a goddamn new person. I have a fucking tail.
Frank, do you want to tell Skidum who you are? Just to get this over
with. Just like lift the hat up momentarily.
I take my weird poofy wig off for a minute and let him see.
Oh!
And then you put it back on. He's like, "Where'd Voss go?"
I get 2 slices of bread and I say, "You are an idiot sandwich."
What are
Thanks,
you?
I love bread.
Stuff them in your cheek pouch. All right, let's go find our next gossip and victim.
Yeah, you see, you kind of wander. Sorry, was there anything else you want to do, Skidum?
No.
Well, I do want to tell Voss and I'll go here. I did. If we're wanting to start rumors, I think that first painting we looked at, I think it had the wrong brush strokes. It
Did you
waxed
say breast
on.
strokes?
Yes, the painter breasted his strokes wax on instead of wax off.
I think
To be clear,
Bartram
Skidum,
waxes
you
off.
think that it was painted by somebody other than Bartram. Like, that is your assumption.
Goes left with his wax off, and this painting went right with its wax
remember
on.
that guy you fucking slapped in the face?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he caught that when you openly shouted it in the middle of the room. So hopefully he'll take that part of the conversation away with him, and also a big slap to his fucking face.
Okay, good. You think he understood that?
And
You
he-
look
he
back over there and you
understood
see him you see Apexi kind of pointing at the Bartram and like pointing in like a wax off direction and then like gesturing a wax on direction to some people that are listening, and they're all like, they look shocked.
Yeah. And then he turns his face and there's just a big red welt.
Yeah.
that. Like a little mouse hand.
The old mouse hand.
You do find your way into the next room, where numerous carousels display sketches and diagrams depicting apothecaries and herbalists collecting and processing flowers, herbs, and other
Can I
plants
add
for various.
a piece of art to the carousel?
One moment.
Okay.
Let me get through the introduction before we go on the shenanigans. There's carousels displaying sketches and diagrams depicting apothecaries and herbalists collecting and processing flowers, herbs, and other plants for various remedies and medicines. And a vocal, rather self-absorbed seeming man is dramatically rotating and stopping the carousel, loudly campaigning, No, this sketch is wrong, and it's supposed to convey specific scientific knowledge and possess accuracy. What is this? This is wrong.
Frank, you think you got this one? Because I sure as hell don't.
Yeah, I've got it. Can I add my art?
Yeah, are you trying to do it like stealthily while he's like rotating this?
Yeah.
So when I say carousel, when I read it, I was thinking like fair carousel, like horses,
No, I mean
right?
like an art. Like
It's like a series of Lazy Susans with sketches on them. So he's going around from each one, like rotating them, pointing at sketches, pointing out inaccuracies. So while he's at one, you might be able to slip in a sketch into another carousel.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Okay, perfect. I'll let you do that because he's kind of self-absorbed.
I'm gonna tell you what the art is.
Okay.
It's
do that when we come back from this break.
Fuck, I'm gonna forget what it is!
Write it down! All right, do you want to say it first?
Yeah, it is a very intricate, detailed drawing of Valgor's ass.
Oh, how do you know?
Oh my god.
Let's answer that when we come back from this
Oh
break.
my God.
We're going to take a short ad break to stretch our legs, get some
it's
drinks.
him in his like butthole cowboy, butt cheek cowboy outfit, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
And when we come back, it should, I think, be the finale of the episode. We're more than halfway through, so hopefully this should be the last ad break of the night. So we'll see you in just a few minutes.
I hold up the mask. I found this.
Ah, yes. The commander's mask.
You do have the blind trait if you wear that.
I will not wear that. I'm not committing to the bit that much.
I found these candles.
I have worn the mask before. It's how we train ourselves to acquire sight without sight.
I'll say you have 2 AC.
As a commander.
I'll say you have 2 AC if you have the full set, but you are blind.
No.
3 AC? What's your price? What's your price? Everyone's got an AC price.
I think Azure needs the AC bonus. Azure needs the AC bonus more than I do.
3 AC?
For the tank.
4.
I'll throw 10 gold in. What do you? No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm not going to press you to be blind.
Play again.
I'm sorry. I want you to come back on Faithful. I don't want to ruin it.
Dungeons and Dragons, not Dungeons and Doms.
First off, we didn't specify what kind of.
I'm gonna chase liquor around with it.
A dart?
Yes. You don't see the dart.
A VR dart.
Quanix is just holding like their hand like this.
I'm real fucking dumb.
Like Quanix, you don't even feel it in your hand, but you know it's there. You think. And he's running at you, Lick. What do you do?
I like hold my arms out for a hug.
And I just
Yes, I smack him in the face with flaccid hand.
Right, Ernest P-roll.
I just start laughing too, like not knowing what's going on.
We all start laughing.
You hear over one of the dartboards, "You missed."
Ah, I missed.
Just like to make sure everybody knows one day Cthulhu is going to come. Whether we like it or not, Cthulhu will be here. I will help be the chosen vessel to bring him here, and he will be friendly, and he will take care of all of us and cleanse the world in a purifying fire. So we want to be on his good side and do everything in his name. So praise be to Cthulhu.
If anybody's even remotely looking at Mickey right now, he's nervously like licking his fur, and his eyes are this big, and he doesn't realize he's licking his fur right now. He's just, it's like a nervous tick every time he's uncomfortable.
Our players met a mysterious dark warrior. Hold on. She was here last week.
Pay attention to me. Don't look at the man behind the screen.
Don't look at the man.
Don't look at the pajamas behind the Moogle.
Don't look at the Moogle behind the screen. It's fine. Look at me.
Flopping around into the dark.
Moogles don't have legs. It's just fluff.
It's just fine.
Up to 4 multi-jointed, spindly legs, bulging owl bear eyes roll in its
Oh my
head,
god, it's stealing body
seeking
parts!
prey to tear apart.
It's your turn.
Was it He Hi Ho Bum? Big 5 Ho Bum.
Alright.
There we go.
I smell the smell of a thumb.
I think that's a blister.
Yeah. With like
I hear its hemorrhoids.
magic missile at a 3rd level.
Please don't do magic missile, that hurts me.
Well, I'm doing magic missile at a 3rd level.
It's just a coincidence.
Oh no! The official Disney lawyer's here again.
Oh no!
You'll never take me alive.
We didn't do it.
That's not Mickey Mouse.
That's Dead Mouse.
Dead Mouse.
I'm not scared of you, official Disney lawyer. Get out of here, you have no power here.
Everybody look at the
Power over me.
He is, and like I said, he is straight up that Bring Me to the Horizon meme. He is an average D&D enjoyer.
Oh my god.
And we are back with hopefully the final part of the episode tonight. Oh man. Hey, would you all believe that the music crashed again?
I certainly would.
I wouldn't. I'm shocked.
I'm not mad at the application. I don't think this is an issue with their website. I think it's just a me problem, because I didn't have this problem until last week, and now it just continues to be an issue. So I will have to figure that out later. Anyway, Where were we? That's right. So you approach this this series of carousels with art on them, like little spinny displays with sketches depicting flowers and herbs and other remedies. And there's a man that he's pretty vocally, dramatically rotating and stopping these carousels, loudly complaining that they lack accuracy and knowledge of anything. And Voss has snuck a new sketch into the carousels. A sketch of Valgor during the fishing competition 2 weeks ago, in which he was wearing some little Daisy Dukes that were just eaten up by his orc hammies.
I guess we roll up in as Valgor, unbeknownst, while Voss is doing this, is gonna walk up as she's putting up the picture, and he's gonna spin as the guy's spinning like the carousel, and goes, "Hi there, excuse me, name's Valgor. We wanted to check out some of these portraits, and it seems like you had an issue with some of them." And then the butt cheeks just come around the corner.
Oh my.
That's interesting. I don't. What am I gonna voice this guy? His name's Dr. Fander Rolf. How should I voice him? He's a human doctor.
He's obviously German, yeah.
Okay. I will try to go for that. We'll see. I've never attempted a German accent. Yeah. It's that's a new drawing. I've not seen in this carousel, but is that no possible way somebody could be that cheeked up? Clearly, even this sketch is wrong.
Well, hold on, sir. Are you a man of science?
I'd like to think that I am, yes.
Then get this evidence, and I throw the duster off and just hike my shorts up as hard as I can.
Can I like spin you around really fast?
Yeah. You just give him a little twirl.
We knock over the rest of the pages, and I hop up on the dolly while Skidum spins it.
And I'm gonna punch you in the stomach a little bit so you bend over and show your butt.
Oh!
Party Bob's gonna hop on your arched back and start dancing too.
You know, like that trope in animes where like the character goes like black and white and the facial features get all distorted and like blood shoots out their nose. That's Dr. Fander Rolf. He's just like, whoa!
And then I'm gonna pose next to Voss's painting at the very end and like, and like stick it.
Valgor, Nyx, through by way of Monkey Man, has blessed you with the ability to be charming, and you can add a +5 circumstance bonus to your next charisma ability.
I would like to make a diplomacy check by clenching.
Oh, clench away, good sir.
Great.
Oh. Wait, what is he doing? You're clinching for what?
For charisma.
for diplomacy by clenching.
Can I give him like a bonus? Can I by casting rousing splash on him and splashing water on him and making him wet and glistening?
Yeah. Does that impart a mechanical bonus, or is that for me to decide?
It does give you it gives him a D4 temporary hit points, I believe it is.
Okay, but I'll go ahead and grant an additional. I've been doing +2s and +3s. Let's say a +4 on top of the +5, so you get a +9 on this diplomacy check.
28.
You see, he kind of like shuffles sideways behind a table, possibly to hide a little half chub in his pants. Oh, see, that is quite. You have proven me wrong, good sir.
I have like pouty, handsome Squidward lips.
Yeah.
In this moment. Through the magic of charm.
Yes.
Now, my friends have some questions for you.
Oh, yes, please. I'd be happy to answer any questions from the safety and comfort of behind this table. Sorry, are we all distracted by the man's glorious cheeks?
Turn around, wait, what?
He says that you all have questions for me. Yes? I don't know how to do German.
Why are you so upset? I lost my accent. I am Frank Reynolds! As
Valgor is standing there, wet from Skidum's ability, the sheen, sort of an anime sheen, kind of like begins shining, glistening even over the cheeks.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. Exactly. So is there a question for me?
Yes, why are you upset?
Because these sketches lack accuracy.
Who made them?
Various artists, just like every exhibit in here. It's each exhibit has a couple pieces from various artists.
Is the shit fart artist? Is his work in here?
No, as I'm sure you know by now,
I've lost my fucking accent.
Trisky Shitpants, his art is not allowed in here as he is a fraud.
Do I
Wait,
smell any ball trimmer?
Who's the artist that we were looking for?
The ball trimmer.
I don't know. I don't know what's happened to you, Frank Reynolds.
Trisky Sharpants is the person you're trying to clear the name of. Bertram is the guy who Trisky called out or criticized.
Is there any Bertram art in this?
Yeah, actually, Valgor, if you could,
bunch of names.
Valgor, if you could do me the honors of the voice line, I will describe the sketch after you say it.
Valgor is gonna come into frame like he just like bent down and like kind of raises his neck back up, and he goes, "What about this portrait?" And he spins himself around, and in between his cheeks, he's like clenching hard and holding like Mr. Universing a butt clench and holding a portrait up with it.
Yes.
What about this sketch?
And it's more akin to a journal of sketches of an apothecary grinding herbs for medicines. He says, yes, this is a Baltram sketch. What do you think of it? And anybody can make, who is looking at this sketch or series of sketches, can make a medicine check or an herbalism lore check.
Ooh, can I use natural medicine to use nature instead of medicine? Natural medicine is a feat I took that allows me to use nature as my medicine skill.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll allow that. And anybody can also make a library lore or scribing lore check as well if you have that.
Don't even know what the fuck that is.
All right. Well then,
you said okay.
Yeah. So check number 1 is medicine or herbalism. Check number 2 is library or scribing lore.
If ain't got worm in the name, that ain't my game.
I'm gonna use that plus 14.
Yeah, unfortunately, I only got a 14 for my nature check.
Makes it 20.
I guess I could try to roll a nature check for you.
25 with the plus 14.
Valgor, did you use your plus 15?
4 strikes again!
I love it so much. Sorry, Skidum, what was your roll?
Shoot, 3 and 7 is.
I think I heard you say 14.
14. I used the 14, so 9 plus 14, whatever that is. 9.
Gotcha. Oh shit, that's right. These are the ones I'm supposed to be making for you. Oh well. And then Valgor, what did you get?
I got a 14. I already used the 15 on the previous check.
Okay, 14, and Voss, you got.
Voss strikes again.
Well, no, Skidum got like 23.
Minus 23. I used
there was a plus 14. Okay, Skidum got 23. Valgor got 14. Voss got.
Natural
26. But
26.
a nat 20.
Okay. Voss and Skidum, you realize that the plants in these sketches are medically useless. It'd be akin to like, trying to diagram. I was trying to think of the one that like makes Tylenol or whatever, but it's like they're grinding up like useless plants, like cocoa leaves, or no, I guess that's cocaine or something. I don't know. They're grinding up useless plants to create medicine, but you recognize these plants as medically, they do nothing.
That's a dandelion. Must be the last dandelion of the season.
He's trying to smoke that oregano like it's weed.
Yeah, I'm gonna like try to break up some Bermuda grass and pull out a paper.
Oh, you don't say. So these plants depicted in these sketches, they do nothing?
They do nothing.
Well, I'm sorry, Ralph, but and I let the sketch slide down my butt crack as I set it down. I hate to cast any more aspersions, considering what you've heard from the rumors.
The rumors, yes.
Yeah,
I've been hearing a flurry of rumors going about.
And I certainly want to make Bertram seem any worse, but I don't know.
His shit stank.
And that's not just from it sliding down my crack.
Yeah, all of his shit stank.
You don't say. And he simply raises an eyebrow and gives kind of a silent nod to you all and strides off. And his uncharacteristic response draws a hushed murmur from nearby attendees.
Let's fucking go. I give Frank Reynolds and Skid him high fives. Fucking go. Come on, team. Let's fucking go.
We did it.
We were like surgeons. Hell yeah. Is there any more exhibits? Or maybe we should just go to see if we can talk to her.
There is actually one more exhibit that you see.
Okay, cool.
It's a series, unless Skidum has something.
No, keep going.
It's a series of crashes as the music stops once again. No, it's a series of clockwork devices representing numerous elements of nature, such as the cycles of the sun and moon and the movements of other heavenly bodies. And there's a female gnome astronomer who's wearing work clothes who wears work clothes as loudly... Oh, she's wearing work clothes which are as loudly colored as her hair. And she seems to take notes on everything she sees in the mechanical exhibit, just kind of like scratching everything down, and while trying her best to stay out of the way of the rich socialites and bureaucrats surrounding her.
See, I fuck with this lady. She's down on the level.
Hello, I'm Frank Reynolds. What are you doing?
You look down, she has a perfect sketch of one of the clockwork devices nearby, a gearbox that represents the solar system. And she kind of is pensive as she's drawing, and she's it's just, it's quite interesting, these mechanisms. It's, I take interest in how they work and their accuracy. It's quite the feat to create clockwork devices, as you know, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm sure making a thing tick and talk and be a clock is pretty hard, because I'm an intellectual.
I mean, it sounds hard. You made it with your feet? Whoa.
Yeah.
But I mean,
I wouldn't be able to do it with my hands, but if you do it with your feet, that's crazy, lady.
Oh, no, I didn't make any of these, actually. I'm simply observing some of them.
Oh, who made them?
Well, a wide variety of artists.
Well, I mean, there's only one artist I really care about right now, but I'm sure you don't need me to tell you that. And I kind of like...
Is it Trinsky?
Well, it was until I heard all this stuff about, well, you know who.
Well, actually, it's interesting because this sketch here, the reason I was drawing it was because I wanted to go home and study it a little bit more, but I'm curious what you think by way of a nature check or an astronomy lore check.
Well, here's the thing. I got my friend Frank Reynolds here, and I know he's never said this out loud before, but I feel like he's really good with metal. Right?
Oh, yes, I am quite astute with metal. How may I help you?
Can you make a crafting check, perhaps?
Oh, fuck. Guess, sure, somebody's that +7.
Yeah.
I'll say, you can do a nature check, an astronomy lore check, or a crafting check You can add your +7, of course, but I will also give you +4 from Nyx by way of Monkey Man. Thank you. So you have a +11 now. So, you know what? I'm
27.
not going to... 27, yeah. I was going to give you a circumstance bonus for being good with metal, but... Yeah. You recognize that the planets are orbiting in the wrong direction.
Let me just... Is this like an actual sculpture, or is this the drawing?
It's a clockwork, like a mechanism.
Can I reverse it?
With your ability to, like, your understanding of metal, you also understand that this machine, as you go to, like, it's going backwards, and you go to, like, try to reverse it, you realize that the machine itself doesn't actually function. It's useless. It's actually only functioning by way of magic.
This is a piece of shit that's being worked by fucking magic. Can I make it work the way I want it to work?
Well, no, don't fix it, boss. Then it'll look like he did it right.
Yeah, I'm going to put my name on it. I'm going to make a little plaque that says "Fixed by Frank Reynolds."
Frank, wait, are you trying to win this art exhibit by showing my ass off and fixing other people's?
I am the artist.
Look at me. I am the artist now.
The artist now. Can I do that? Can I take it apart and put it back together the way I want it to look?
Yeah, we'll say that'll take a couple of minutes to do that.
Okay, I use my powers.
Well,
I'll yell, well, this is a fraud. How dare.
What? Oh, no, certainly. That cannot be another one of Bertram's exhibitions.
And I cannot believe I have to fix it.
Who has to fix it?
Me, Frank Reynolds!
That's crazy! Bertram should be embarrassed.
What a dumb idiot! Doesn't know his planets!
And Pedalette, the gnome astronomer, kind of laughs so hard she bumps into a nearby display, almost knocking it over to the floor, before apologizing profusely. Oh my god, I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to. It's just so funny! And she just kind of quietly laughs to herself, meandering out into the crowds.
I don't know if that was a good thing or not.
Look, Valgor, look! I added the spooky Zon-Kuthon lurking in the outer reaches of the galaxy.
Awful. Thank you for
His
the
penis
words.
is so big.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, he's kind of goatseeing the whole universe.
He's
right
like,
now. I like how you've interpreted his want to spread suffering as a gaping butthole.
It's modeled after your butthole.
I don't want to know how you know that.
Yes.
But thank you. I think, humbled.
You should be flattered.
I'm certainly flattened.
Because
yes.
I am Frank Reynolds.
Thank you, Frank Reynolds. Some days I wish you fucking wouldn't. Valgor's just gonna shake his head and walk into the fucking gallery, into the main room.
Yeah, the crowd is actually beginning to sort of assemble in the main hall, where Arsenia is seemingly preparing to thank her guests and announce her favorite pieces from the various galleries.
Let's go, Frank. We're all right behind you.
What was her accent? Does anybody remember? Was she the Southern lady?
Yeah, she was the Southern Belle.
That's right.
Flower is Wilton.
Yes.
I like how I told you French and you went immediately Southern Belle.
You know what? I am a man of poor voices and accents, so I go with what, sometimes I just go with what I go with, and it doesn't always come out so well.
Excuse me. I'll work on the pelvic floor muscles, Nurse Wiggles.
I'm going to need everybody, hold your result, but I'm going to need you to make a diplomacy or an intimidation check. Diplomacy. Here's what's going to happen. While Arsenia sort of like makes the closing remarks for this salon. You all can either mingle with the crowd using diplomacy, you can spread rumors using your bluff, or bully others into agreement by using your intimidation. So we're going to hold the results of that until later. Just kind of roll it, keep that number in your head, and then I will ask it for you later. So while you all are just kind of like, you know, it's just, well, I do thank you all for coming tonight, and what would be a good closing speech if it didn't have what is this accent? I want to start with a joke, lighten the mood. You know, why did the artist break up with their sketchbook? It just drew them crazy.
Fuck you.
A couple people look at you like concerningly, like, how dare you go against Arsenia? Anyway, before I announce the winners from tonight's 4 main exhibits, I do invite you to give commentary. I do understand that there have been some questions going on about the recent scandal involving Trinsky. If anybody would like to give their commentary on that matter before we begin.
Is that the guy that we just like?
No, that's the guy whose name you're trying to clear.
Okay,
I'm gonna tell you this one more time. Trinsky is the guy whose cousin hired us, and we're trying to exonerate him. Bertram is the guy we're trying to fuck
Bertram's
over.
asshole. Should we say something?
Yeah, I mean somebody, but not me. I'm fucking terrible at social
Frank
situations.
Reynolds would like the floor.
Frank Reynolds,
It's not a wedding. You don't have to be like, I object. You just start talking.
I start pushing people out of the way.
Oh, God.
Move.
Yes, please
Some
do
of you
tell us.
know me, Frank Reynolds, world-renowned metallurgist and sculptor, knower of real squirrels and stone ones.
Everybody looks like really confused, like nobody knows who you are, but at risk of looking uncultured, they all kind of simultaneously, oh yeah, Frank Reynolds, yeah, of course,
you know that lady in the pink, you know me, you know me, bitch.
Oh yeah, we're besties.
In the background behind some scared-looking artist, Valgor's there with his rifle, and he goes like, yeah, anyone who doesn't know Frank Reynolds is an idiot.
Now, I will tell you, I have discovered some things, and I think that our person, what's his name again? Valgor, what's his name?
His name is, which one do you want? The one, it's Bertram. It's Bertram.
Bertram has been framed and made to look like...
No, fucking Trinsky has been framed.
Trinsky has been framed.
You're
and
a fucking idiot.
Bertram is a
fraud. Ah, fuck this! It's already ruined! Listen, bitch! You better let Trinsky back in!
No, I will tell you that goddamn planet out there made of metal is bullshit. He uses magic to make art, which is a whole different category.
No!
Yeah.
Bertram is a fraud!
No,
And he
you
fucked
don't
a squirrel.
say!
Well, he fucked over a squirrel.
He turned a squirrel to stone!
Now. Let's all calm down a moment. These are heavy accusations.
Why
However...
did the screen get smaller?
The screen? What?
Zoom down.
Hang on, let me...
No, it looks fine to me.
I can't see the screen.
It went.
No, it's fine.
Is it? I don't know. Okay, it's fine now. I don't know what the fuck's happening.
Oh, yeah, it looks good to me. It's good.
Yeah. Twitch did something weird. Okay.
I lost the stream, apparently. Okay, anyway. Now, These are heavy accusations that you are making. I'm sure you're aware that Trixie, whatever, Shot Pants
Trinsky! His name is Trinsky! Am I the only one in this building who knows what's going on right now?
It's Twinkie. He's the good one.
Trinsky Shot Pants was recently ostracized from this community for his endeavors in forgery. So if you are coming forward with such claims, I feel we need to hear all
evidence!
I fear we need to hear all of the evidence.
Okay, so let's begin. The brushstrokes on that one painting over there are fucking wrong.
Please, somebody bring forward the Bertram painting she is referring to so we can analyze this for ourselves.
And Arsenia, as an humble and very grateful guest of your community, I will put up another painting side by side with the Bertram painting so that you may compare the two and get a sense of what real art and fake art looks like, okay? And I bring over the Bertram painting and I have cheeked up Valgor also right next to it.
Signed by Frank Reynolds.
Signed by Frank Reynolds.
So somebody brings over the Bertram painting. And
these names.
I know I'm not even reading them correctly, which is partly my fault. The Bertram painting, and you point out the brushstrokes. How Bertram, so they bring one of the painting. They compare them side by side, where the brushstrokes go wax on one of them and wax off on the other.
And as a third, there's also cheeked up Valgor.
And there's cheeked up Valgor just for control.
Just like this is what art looks like. This is kind of what art should look like.
Now I do see what you say here about the brushstrokes going in different directions. It is mighty curious. An artist doesn't typically change their style so dramatically. However, it wouldn't be the most far-fetched thing. Do you have any other potential evidence?
Bring in the squirrel!
and Arsenia gestures, and the crowd is eating this up.
Frank Reynolds, request the squirrel!
If you will.
The squirrel is now in your possession at the front of this gathering.
This is not a sculpture. I, Frank Reynolds, world known in all of Galarian metallurgist and sculptor, know my rocks and metal. This is a fucking petrified squirrel. You can tell.
Your Honor, Arsenia, may the Council of Frank Reynolds call a witness to the stand?
Yes.
There's just like a collective gasp across the room.
I call Skidum with Wonder Noodle McJabberwocky, the Silver Sovereign, he who was one with Linda, to the stand.
Stand up while I'm eating some of the hors d'oeuvres off of, picking them up.
Horse sir, please bring those horse devoirs over to me right now. The console is angry.
All right. I'm gonna sit down at the stand. There's not a stand, so I'm just gonna sit down with the squirrel statue in my hand, crisscross applesauce. And I'm gonna grow my hair out to 6 feet long because I feel like, why not?
Now, Madam Reynolds, I may be just a small town, humble worm farmer, but my witness here, Skidum, Wonder Noodle McJabberwocky, the Silver Sovereign, he was one with Linda, has some claims he'd like to make about the squirrel statue. Now, Skidum,
yes.
Do you or do you not have some expertise about petrified squirrels?
That is correct, I do, Your Honor.
And when you did, sorry, that's Your Honor, I'm just the lawyer. When you came over to the squirrel, what were the things that sort of tipped you off?
I'm gonna look at the judge and I'm gonna say,
it has no chisel lines. It's perfectly smoothed. And when I sucked on the roots, I sensed the squirrel inside.
You sucked on the roots, but it's perfectly smooth, right?
He sucked on the squirrel. Did you hear that? He sucked on the squirrel.
objection! He sucked off the squirrel.
No, I
sucked
the
off
roots.
the squirrel.
I sucked the roots. I sucked the roots because I can suck roots and I can feel
Squirrels
small
have
animals
roots.
in
Oh
the
my
air.
gosh.
And Skidum, Wonder Noodle, McJabberwocky, can you confirm what is the name of this piece?
The name of the piece in the statue?
Of course.
It was the Magnamar bushy tail. You remember?
Yeah, they say it's the Magnamar bushy tail, but if I had to name this piece, I would name this piece shit.
Ooh, a sick burn. We'll have that noted. Let's have that noted in the court records. That sick burn was noted, Your Honor.
Shit!
Yeah. Sustained. Anyways, back to you. Back to you, Skidum. Now, a Magnamar bushy tail. Now, is it not true that you know something about squirrels as well?
I do. I live in the woods.
Of course, as a rat man, of course. And can you explain to Frank Reynolds right here, why did it being called the Magnamar bushy tail seem strange to you?
Well, because, see my friend Party Bob here, who's pumping, he is
Let the court
only
record show for those in the back that the mushroom is pelvic thrusting.
The stenographer just like draws a dancing mushroom.
My Party Bob here is only attracted sexually to one thing in the whole world, and that's Magnamar bushy-tailed squirrels. Do you see a protrusion between that mushroom's legs? You don't?
And that would be a clear indicator of sexual arousal, would not?
Yes.
And now, finally, can we confirm, Skidum, that there is no sexual arousal of your mushroom to this squirrel, that this is not a Magnamar squirrel, but in fact, a 5 King Throne squirrel?
That is correct.
Yes.
Madam Frank Reynolds, I rest my case.
Same team!
I rest his case, Your Honor. And,
Sustained!
Objection!
Objection!
Now, everybody. That is some quite compelling argument, but we do have a number of glorious artists here tonight. Could anybody, just for the sake of evidentiary standings, do us a sketch of a Magnamar bushy tail so that we can test the veracity of this claim? And an artist comes forward with a sketchbook, and they're rapidly drawing. And yes, Arsenio, I have a sketch here of a Magnamar bushy tail. And they pass the book up to the front there and give it to you, Skidum. The crowd is waiting with bated breath for you to show this sketch to
Can you identify that
Party
squirrel?
Bob.
What are the rumor mills going on right now? What is happening with the people?
I will get to those roles in a moment.
I need just a moment.
Oh no!
Just a moment.
What's he doing?
Okay, so I have to show him the sketch, right?
You don't have to show the sketch. No, we're just asking what Party Bob's reaction to the sketch is. And it is a Valgor and Skidum. You see this sketch, and it is an anatomically correct Magnamar bushy tail.
I'm about to show you.
Well. Valgor makes a huge show of taking his hat off.
All right.
And putting it over his chest, and then standing back, and then he goes over and grabs a cup of water, and he goes.
You remember my 6-foot-long hair? I'm gonna hold. I hold the picture in my hand, and I'm gonna turn all of my hair into skin again, just shed it real quick. And
yes, I will take
chest,
that deviled egg.
I have a tattoo of one of these bushy-tailed Magnamar squirrels, and Party Bob just starts rushing towards me, and I'm gonna hold up the sketch beside it, and they look the same.
And what is Party Bob's reaction to these sketches?
A bunch of mushrooms start protruding all over the bottom rim of the mushroom.
and everybody collectively, it must be true. That must be a bush. He didn't react that way to the statue.
Let it be known to the wider court that mushroom is torqued. Torqued up.
I can see it. I can see the torque from here.
I'm gonna hide the sketch and put my hair back to 6 or to 5 feet long or whatever, and it's calm Party Bob down before he puffs poison.
Now, that's all. Lower the temperature of this discussion just a little bit. That is some mighty compelling arguments, but do you have any, before we risk casting aspersions to another artist of our community, do you have any more evidence that what you claim is true?
Sculpture that I fixed!
Your Honor, I would like to call Frank Reynolds to the stand, please.
Hey, Frank Reynolds is already here.
Frank Reynolds as the judge. Sustained, and I just get down I switch, I pick Voss up and put her down, and I stand out and I assume the judge position.
Would you like a gavel?
Oh, yes, I'm going to just use the gun.
I was going to make you one out of metal.
Oh, that's probably smart.
So Voss is going behind the stand, right? And you're the judge now. I'm going to pick up Valgor's hat off the ground. I'm going to put it on, and I'm going to walk up to the stand and look at Voss.
Now, Voss.
What?
If I am
my name is Frank Reynolds.
Frank Reynolds.
Yeah.
Let the court know that Skidum, Wonder New McJabberwocky just coughed.
Yes.
Sustained. Please continue.
Mate, Frank. Is it true?
Erase that from the record. Hey, erase that from the record.
I'm gonna piss my pants. It's what the truth gets started.
Don't try me.
Is it?
The stenographer's just rapidly crossing out gunshots from the record.
Wrong.
It's like the 8th time I say Skidum said Frank.
Is it true? Could you tell the court, is it true?
Is it true what he's watching?
Please answer the question.
Yes. Please answer the question.
What is the question?
Yes. Is it true is the question.
Overruled.
Can you just bring in the fucking other sculpture? My friends are fucking idiots.
Is it true what you said? Is it fake?
What part?
The sculpture. Is it true that it is fake?
It's fake.
Is it fake from what it claims to be? Is that
shut
true?
up! Shut up! It's fake in the sense that it uses fake mechanisms, but magic controls how it works. So I took it apart and fixed it.
Frank Reynolds, I will
I rest
remind
my case,
you.
Your Honor.
I'm not going to overrule what Frank Reynolds says, but I will tell you, you will be held in contempt if you continue to lead the lawyer.
I'll fucking kill you.
Lead the lawyer. Yeah, that's how that goes, yes. In this situation, definitely. A very low one.
Now, what you're claiming is that this sculpture is fake and didn't function at all before you altered it.
And it was going backwards from the way that it should go around the sun, or however this fucking planet works.
Objection, Your Honor.
Sustained. Whatever you got, sustained.
I'll ask the questions here, Frank. Now, is it true?
Yes.
It's my case, Your Honor.
Here.
You can't handle the truth.
So how do we know that it wasn't working before you altered it? Did anybody witness the reverse machinations of this sculpture?
Yes, witness, Frank Reynolds, would you like to call a witness to the stand?
Yeah, I don't know if I'm allowed as a witness to be calling other witnesses to the stand.
I'm gonna give Frank Valgor's hat.
I am the lawyer.
You're the lawyer now.
I want you call up that beautiful halfling with bright, loud clothes who giggled a lot when I fixed it.
Now where's that gnome
you misspeciesed me as a halfling because I'm a gnome.
Oh, you're a gnome. I'm so sorry. That was so rude of me. Here, have a gold.
I'll tell you anything you want.
Sustained.
Did you witness
that's not
fix
bribery
this
at all.
and explain what's wrong with it?
Yeah, and actually she begins thumbing through her notepad because you remember she made a very detailed sketch of the mechanism.
Let the stenographer know that the witness's witness is thumbing.
And she pulls out.
Oh God, why did your hat smell so bad?
She pulls out a very detailed drawing of this mechanism and points like, yes, actually, I made a drawing of it before Frank Reynolds altered it, and as you can see here by the plans,
it
was very clearly it was oriented in the wrong direction.
Who bought a penis?
Oh my God. Excuse me, former lawyer Skidum McWondernoodle. Do you have perhaps a magnifying glass within them cheeks?
Let me look. I'm gonna just spit everything out, like wheelchairs, grappling hooks, bolas, cookwares, staffs, ladders, crutches, and a whip. No, I don't.
All right, let me take, I'll see that wheelchair then. And I pick up the wheelchair and I hold it up to my eye as I look at the picture.
You see a wheelchair in front of a photo.
My God, it's exactly as she says it is.
Now, this may be potentially the most damning evidence yet, but I feel, and I think we're all in agreement, and everybody's just hanging on Arsenia's words right now. If we are to ostracize, to kick out one more artist from our esteemed society, we need a final nail in the coffin, as it were. Is there any other evidence that you can present to us?
I'll lean over and I go, Arsenia, if you please, I am the judge right now. Is there any other evidence?
Yes, the fake ass plants.
The fake ass plants, you say?
Yes.
Please elaborate.
I wasn't really listening.
Right. Frank Reynolds and Skidum, would you please approach the bitch?
Yes.
I'm sorry, what did you call me?
I said please approach the bench.
Oh, I'm sorry, I must be hard of hearing.
Like, I'm gonna go to one of the nearby art exhibits and grab a bench and bring it over.
Thank you very much. I'll use that as my judge chair. Bring in the plants.
This idiot drew like oregano and said it was marinara.
Yeah, I'm gonna like pull out the half-smoked Bermuda grass that I rolled up. Set it there.
You're doing what now? You're rolling a joint?
I did that with the Bermuda grass earlier, so I'm gonna like put a half-smoked joint there. I'm sorry, I destroyed some of the evidence.
Yes, I would like to call, as the judge, a witness to the stand.
And who's
Dr.
that?
Ralph.
Oh, yes, I was coming. No need to shoot the gun.
Yeah, next time come quicker.
I'm sorry, you literally just said the name, and I was.
I can't hear, Mom.
Anticipate. Anticipate.
My apologies. I'll do better next time at anticipating your needs.
Now, of course. Now, if Frank Reynolds, if you will please assume the lawyer's hat. And Skidum McWondernoodle McJabberwocky, the Silver Sovereign, he was one with Linda. I will need a bailiff, so just get on over here, you sweet son of a bitch.
I'm gonna vomit bugs before I walk over there.
Overruled.
Ground.
and I'm gonna wipe my
overrule
mouth.
this box.
I'm sorry, but this is just proof. When you smoke Bermuda grass, you puke bugs. If that was real medicinal, I would not be vomiting bugs.
Let it be known that smoking Bermuda grass is not illegal in art court. Please continue.
I'm gonna walk over to Valgor.
Yes.
Dr. Ralph.
Yes.
Hello.
I'm just
You
gonna
look
pet skid him.
lovely. Hello. Hello. When we ran into you, you were really upset at the paintings or sketches, right?
Yes, they bear no scientific accuracy. The medicines that are being crafted in these sketches are of no effectivity.
And who made these sketches?
Why, none other than Baltram.
Arrest my case!
No.
Overruled. Overruled. Now, Frank Reynolds, is that all we know about this man in these here pants?
No, but he had a raging boner when he looked at your ass cheeks.
Oh, thank you very much.
Yeah.
And did you intentionally
We
take
rest
that
our
information out of your testimony, Dr. Ralph?
I did not think that it'd be relevant to the current matter.
Oh, you didn't think these would be relevant? I stand up from the bench and just kind of hack my...
The entire crowd, a couple people fainting. And...
Thank you. Bailiff, please smack that man.
I'm gonna. I wanted to summon a tree. No, I'm just gonna slap him.
Who rolled for diplomacy? Who rolled for bluff? And who rolled for intimidation? And you may change your mind based on how you have role played.
I rolled for diplomacy.
I guess I did intimidation based on being art judge.
What was the choices?
Art lawyer.
Bluffing, intimidation, and diplomacy.
I'm gonna use my hero point.
Oh, that's right. We can't.
You do have hero points.
Am I gonna roll better than a 12 though?
You can't. I need to figure out a better way for y'all to bribe me to use the dice tower because you can't really bribe me virtually.
Yeah.
We need to figure out a way to do that.
Yeah, bring out
here
the horse
soon.
divorce.
Voss, you do have nothing. Never mind. That's 32 minutes ago. That looked like a. For some reason, it looked like a new alert.
Well, I got an 18, so.
An 18. Okay, we got an 18 for what was that? Diplomacy.
Diplomacy.
All right, Skidum. What do we got?
Diplomacy or what?
Bluffing or intimidation.
What is bluff under?
Deception.
Bring out the horse divorce. The court's back in session.
I want divorce.
All of it is the same.
Yeah.
That is a 13.
I'm
Bring out the dancing lobsters. What about nudes? Who's giving nudes? How do I get nudes?
Nudes.
I'm gonna shed all my hair.
You will only be getting cheeked up orc pics. That is all.
It's acceptable.
Thank you.
Beggars can't be choosers.
Sustained.
Skidum, what did you get? And for what? Sorry. 13.
13.
And what was your choice?
The one that they did not do.
Okay, so we got Voss with diplomacy,
Intimidation, right?
Valgor with intimidation, Skidum with bluffing. Valgor, what did you roll?
I got a 14 right now because I rolled a 12. Do you think I could roll higher than that?
Sorry, what did you get? I was distracted by Nurse Wiggle's suggestions, bribing me with nudes for the dice tower.
Nudes, that's very good.
That's.
I'm asking Voss and Skidum if they think I can roll higher than a 12.
Well, I'm sending Nolan a picture.
Valgor, you get a plus 19 to your roll now, thanks to Nyx by way of Monkey Man.
Jesus Christ!
Then my intimidation will go from become a 33.
Well, well, well. Are there any closing arguments to be made?
That's good, Monkey Man, because he's gonna need that magnifying glass for the news that I sent him.
My closing argument is that what's-his-fuck is a sham, and the other guy that I forget his name of that I'm here to support was shafted and should have a chance to be in the art gallery once again.
I rest my case.
Yes, I sustain and overrule both of what they said. And as an intellectual, I would just like to say, fuck Bertram.
Yes.
Well, I suppose then, after all the evidence that was presented here tonight, that I only truly have one option, and that is, with dramatic and crowd-pleasing flair, my pleasure to announce the restoration of Trinsky's reputation. Gods and fellow art patrons, please find Baltram. I know he's here somewhere. He wouldn't miss a salon such as this. Find him and escort him out of the gallery.
Yep, and I'll be waiting for him when he gets out there.
And you see in the distance a guy, you don't really know what Baltram looks like, but you see a man that's sort of like slinking through the clouds, with the crowds, with looks like maybe 2 bodyguards as they're kind of like pushing through trying to get out the front door.
Oh, hell no. Yo, boss, throw me my hat.
Yeet.
Get down, motherfucker! You're not getting out of this one.
What are they doing?
They are actively slinking out the front door.
Can I turn into a deer and try to chase them down?
Yeah, you could do that.
Okay, let me do that. But I'm gonna make my deer hair 6 feet long.
I'm gonna make a quick lasso out of some rope and lasso the candelabra and swing over to Bertram to try to stop him.
Get on, Valor. Get on.
Oh, I swing off the chandelier onto the back of Skidum.
I'm gonna huck
That's casting animal form.
Yeah. Oh,
And
isn't it? Oh, it's turned to stone. Shit. It was a metal statue. You could like reanimate it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
my
you
wheelchair's
can,
made of metal.
You can do that.
animate
Nice. Nice.
Put him in a wheelchair.
That's right. I jump on your back and go, Kyaw!
I'm gonna run.
You chase them out of the building at this point. So it is 3 men who have essentially snuck out of the salon, and you see them attempting to run away as you chase them down on Deerback. And the whole art society is basically following you. They're not participating, but they are absolutely cheering you on.
Yeah.
That's
on the back of Skidum is like.
I guess we should roll for some initiative, huh?
Yeah!
Oh, we're attacking this guy. Okay. Oh, shit. All
I
right.
thought we were going to do another no combat episode, which
Nice.
I'm fine with.
I was going to give you the option to just let them slink away.
No, I'm going to hit him in the back real hard with my antlers and try to break his spine or something.
Oh, my God.
Jesus. We'll say since you all are chasing them down, you'll get the first round of combat. You can go in any order you want, because I don't care.
Cool.
I'm just trying to get the music playing again, and it does not want to cooperate.
What are we doing? Rolling initiative, you said?
Yeah.
I got a 28 for initiative.
Got a 16.
All right, you guys can self-sort. Figure out who goes first. Oh my God, why? Why does this not want to work?
Valgor is from the back of. He has the same lasso he used to swing on the candelabra, and I'm just gonna try to lasso Bertram from the back of Skidum.
And I'm gonna throw a wheelchair at him.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh my God! It's Voss with a steel chair.
And
oh my God!
I'm just gonna keep running at him, but I'm not gonna stop. I'm just gonna hit him when I get there, whether he's lassoed or not. I'm gonna try and put him on my antlers and throw him on the back in between me and Valgor, so that Valgor can lassoing the rest of the way, and we can.
No. We're not murder hoboing. Well, we have collected so much evidence on why we should murder this man. Remember, we gave him a fair trial at art court.
Yeah.
And
who's attacking first? Sorry, I give up on the music. It's not working.
I'm going to try to do a trip maneuver with a lasso.
Go for it.
Great. It'll be athletics against his fortitude DC. My athletics is plus 10, so that'll be a 26.
Yeah, that absolutely works.
Great. So right now I have him. If I trip, was it a success or critical success?
That is going to be what kind of save did you say it was?
So it's against his fortitude plus 10 is the DC.
Fortitude. He doesn't have fortitude listed. Is that right? He does not.
Be a flat 0.
Fortitude save.
Yeah, so that would just be just the flat check, right?
It's against whatever his. I guess his reflex DC actually. Whatever. So whatever. What does he have like fortitude reflex?
Oh, it was split on the PDF. It's in the next. Okay, gotcha. Found it. Okay, yeah, it's a 9. Total.
9. So he gets for what's his reflex plus 9?
His reflex is plus 4.
So his DC is 14, so that's a critical success. He falls, lands prone, and takes 1d6 bludgeoning damage.
Nice.
He is dead.
Oh.
His head just like bleeding out open on the ground.
The end of the episode is about everyone just goes, oh. Credits roll.
Well, I guess I just keep running then.
And I'm dragging his body from behind us. Fucking Voss's jet propulsing behind us. And I'm like, we should just go. We should just leave.
Like this is online Red Dead Redemption.
Yeah, that's we're gonna call that one there.
Yeah. Oh. And then we all everything stops.
Oh, that was fun. That's a good one. I was wondering the whole time where the combat was going to come into play, and then we finally got there towards the end.
Dude, that was so much fun. That was such a good time.
That was good. I think that might be one of my more favorite bounties that we've done so far.
We had art court.
We had art court.
Art court. A fair trial at art court where if you lose, you die. It's
simple.
Baby, don't run.
Oh, God.
Yeah, that's true.
Such awful implications.
When you put it that way. My God. So we're doing, we got Extra Life. We got a 24-hour-ish marathon coming up this Saturday. I'm going to be real with y'all. It's probably going to be pretty casual, pretty chill. We have a dedicated streaming setup for a couple of D&D games that we're going to be running. We don't know exactly what time during the days yet, but once we do know that information, we'll go ahead and post it so that you know what to expect. We're going to try to stream just kind of like you can be your little naughty voyeur selves watching us hang out, playing games and whatnot. We'll try to stream as much of it directly as we can, but there's probably going to be a lot of just like us hanging out with you, just watching us do that until those scheduled times, and then we will be actively in front of a camera, talking, interacting with everybody. It should be a good time. It'll be a good time regardless. It should be a good time in terms of streaming, but ultimately, it is for Extra Life. We have already smashed our goal. We're at $5,105 out of the $1,500 we originally set out to raise at the start of this year. So that's phenomenal. And this is just kind of our bonus that we kind of wanted to do, mostly as just a reward, as a thank you. I know it's not like that significant of a thank you, but we figured any additional D&D content is a nice. It's the best way we can say thank you right now. So thank you tremendously. Of course, we've got Legends of the Dump on Wednesday. That is wrapping up. We've got, what do you think, up 2 to 3 more episodes of Dump?
Yeah, 2 to 3. somewhere around there.
2 to 3. So Dump's going to be finishing up. We've got 2 games in the works after Legends of the Dump and Unprepared Wrap-Up. We're working on time frames on those as well, but as we know more, we will release that information as well. And of course, if you've missed it, in addition to your 10% off of dice and dice accessories at MistyMountainGaming.com, you can now get 10% off of dice and dice accessories at DieHardDice.com. Two sides of the same coin. It's about choices. Don't feel any obligation to one or the other. We're not advertising one is better than the other. They are both phenomenal for different reasons, and we just like to be able to give choices to people so that if they decide they want to buy some dice, they have some options to do so that not only get them really cool stuff, but also funnels some of that money to us so that we can buy assets and stuff to make our shows better for you. Is there any other announcements that we want to go over? Nah, drop my dice. Nothing. I think that's everything.
No.
Awesome. Well, let's raid Kilo. They're doing some Stardew. They had me on last night for they kind of asked me last minute to fill in for somebody that had to drop out, and had a blast doing a yay or nay debate session. So as a thank you for having me, I would like to send them our community to hopefully just enjoy some Stardew before we wrap up and go to bed. Yeah. Otherwise, we'll definitely see you on Saturday, or we'll see you Wednesday for Legends of the Dump, and then we will see you once again on Saturday for some Extra Life. And tonight's raid phrase is going to be, if it ain't got worm in the name, it ain't my game.
Nice.
Thank you all so much for hanging out. I love you tremendously. I know I say that a lot, but I do genuinely mean it. So until next time, y'all have a wonderful night. See ya.
Bye.
Bye.